Hori, streaming on Twitch with 3 of my fun players. We're definitely looking for more people if they want to join in and have some fun. And so, let me get this window fixed just a little bit. I think that works better. Yeah, there we go. And so, we are continuing on from where we left off last time. And who wants to recap where we were? I need to actually get you guys in the right.
Me.
We were in the vineyard, I believe.
Last thing we did on the last session was we stole from Betty Offwhite, who was the mastermind behind the hit, and I stole 2 of her buildings.
Yep. So she put a hit out on herself because she was bored and wanted something interesting. And so you guys certainly, hey Oba, thanks for joining chat as well. Certainly she wanted something interesting to happen because she was quite bored. Oh, we got casual board game night tonight. I forgot about that. I'm gonna have to remember to go to that later. What's up? Oh, speaking of Kitty, you asked how Kitty was doing. Here is the small orange. He was on stream. Yes.
The small orange is on stream.
You'll have to watch later. I'll put him back on stream later. That is Spaz. He is very spazzy. All right, and so last time we had Athena, Balthazar, and Nyanfield playing. And so, are we keeping? Let's see here. Balthazar was a wizard at one point, and so, but now you are a dragon soul, if I remember correctly. And Nyanfield was playing as a armamentalist. Is that correct? Or am I getting my people mixed up?
I think you're getting your people mixed up.
I am. That's the other group.
Yeah, because Nyanfield is a cleric.
Yes, that was the
Which
other
looks
group
like
that had
the
another
fact that,
adventure here. Scrappy Trolley,
yeah,
Kyle,
just the fact that
Lucille.
in the Shield universe, the character that he's based upon is from one of the series is about priests fighting against a demon called
For some
Blackfire.
reason, I'm having trouble finding your guys' characters. I know I put them somewhere, and I could have swore I left them on the map here, but I guess I did not do so. So let me get your characters back out. And you just made a new character.
Nyanfield also was one of the cheap houses for, saving all your lives.
So there's Athena, there's Babby, and so we just need to get your new character added. Your Beastman Beast Soul, level 4 for everybody, is what we are.
Okay, so Bobby, due to the way his people work, because since they're a asexual species, is that they pregnant based if they can actually keep gold stuff on food enough times.
I love
Because
it.
if the body so it applies that there's enough food going around for the young.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
We got Skarn.
So after he says eggs, he probably goes like to what are those things? Oracle. Yeah. An
Gotcha.
Oracle, and to see which egg should go to which temple should raise which egg.
Yeah, I like that. That's really cool.
Yeah, consider the fact that since they are death magic, they want to make sure that they don't actually kill their children by accident.
Makes perfect sense.
You didn't tell us how much we earned from the hit last time.
Sorry, what was the question? How much what? Money?
You didn't tell us how much we earned from stealing from Betty Offwhite.
Well, you stole a very significant amount of stuff that is worth things. Finding a way to sell it is going to be the interesting question.
Ah,
But like I said, Nyafield wants one of the houses for bringing you all back to life because that would have been expensive.
Yes.
Because let's face it, he would not have the money to bring you back to life. So
yeah, but I can kind of just do that. I'm also my character is also from Sanctuary, so I get a free revive for anyone in the party,
Yep. Well,
like once per
you
month. I
you
think.
get a free revive. It's not for everybody in the party.
No, I said I have a free revive that I can use on anyone in the party.
Oh, yes, yes. I thought you said because you were from Sanctuary. My
Yes.
bad.
well, that would be one of you. That's still the battle of the rest of the party.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. I got.
Nyafield is not as Nyafield is very cat-like, so you know how cats are.
Yep. I know
Yeah.
how
They might be
7
lovely,
of
but
them are. Oh my goodness, my eye it just will not stop watering. I feel like I got something spicy on my fingers that got in my eye or something. Or my contacts messing up. One of the two. I'm just emotional. Okay, so we successfully had fun with Betty, and we were back in Maiden's Fall now, enjoying the party. And maybe Nyanfield got a little bit too catnipped on some catnip infused Betty's Better Brew, her liquid courage, as it is called. And so let's put us back in Maiden's Fall. All right. So we would be partying over here with Betty, up in the top right. And she owns this building right here. This kind of bigger building. We would be all partied up in here. And what happened in Nyanfield? Why is Nyanfield not playing with us today? What do you think? Just got too much of the catnip?
Yeah, too much of the catnip, and now he's just looking for some lady cat to spend the night with.
As you do, as you do. Being a good holy cleric. Sleeping around. You know, maybe that's the god he worships, is the god of one night stands.
I just realized I calculated it out, and I have not leveled up my sage to level 4 yet.
Oh, well, we'll have to fix that later when you get to not be driving. Um, that would be a death on stream. It's not something I would like to see, and I don't think the viewers would either. Um, but yeah, so let us continue. So we are at the party, and Betty's schmoozing with people. People are dancing, and it's a good little gala going on. What would your characters be doing? What would Athena be doing at this gala?
He'd be breakdancing in the middle of the floor.
All right, I'll roll for performance or balance, either one. All right, that's a good roll
Do
of a
balance
5.
about
Okay. Here. Yes, so the balance roll is quite good. It was a 5 plus your bonuses is certainly enough. And so you breakdance in the middle, and people start donating credits to you. You earn 300 credits. So just remember that for later for your performance. And what would Skarn and Babby be doing?
I would be quietly
Oh.
drinking at one of the stalls.
Quietly drinking? Okay.
Since alcohol is definitely that common in is because there's not like there's many street plants growing to actually make that many. He's getting actually raced. I mean, they are getting absolutely wasted.
Okay. So you're getting wasted.
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead and roll me a just body roll. We'll see how you're handling the booze. Not
They
bad.
do a good job.
Yeah,
Bobby,
you're holding it down.
Bobby is a 2.
Now, is
That's
Bobby
perfect. I
pregnant
was
with an
expecting
egg yet?
So how many days has it been?
Since your return, it's been just the same day. It's the next night.
It's probably the process of. It's probably in the full stage process.
Okay.
So Bobby's probably also like eating a lot as well. I imagine he also. I mean, yeah, Bobby. I imagine they also probably took some of the meat home with themselves.
Okay. So, we don't want
I mean,
fetal
what
alcohol
with all that
syndrome in our game. So, is Bobby watching the alcohol intake, or are they just going full ham on it since they don't know they're preggers yet?
Like I said, well, it's probably hasn't. The egg probably hasn't even started. It's probably only at the very beginning, so it probably hasn't even.
Yeah, started to
It's yeah, it's just
subdivide
started. So
cells
it's
and
one of
Okay,
yeah. So
that's
it's
fair.
probably the process has started, so the alcohol won't affect it yet. Maybe if he's maybe they are drinking the next thing.
Okay, that works. And so, Skarn, you're just kind of sipping your booze off to the side. Babby and Athena are doing their respective things. Um, our wonderful not armamentalist, cat cleric is predisposed, and there is a interesting thing going on. A lot of people are kind of milling about over at a portion of the gala and watching something happen, and it kind of piques your interest a little bit. Do you guys go check it out?
Yeah, I do.
Give me just a moment. I got back. I'm stepping up.
Okay. And take a little bit of a wait while that's going on. Oh my god, this eye is killing me. Ugh.
Oh shit! Where's my mouse?
They'll kill it.
Here it is.
Okay. So, when you get to the area where all the commotion is about, you see this young girl with blonde hair, blue eyes, wearing a white toga with gold trim on it, dancing. And she looks to be maybe barely 9 years old. And she's dancing very well, doing a lot of very fancy dances, some of which you may have been familiar with if you have a good balance score, and some of which look really exotic. And she's just, flighting across the floor, gliding, sliding, doing all the dance moves, and you feel kind of inspired by it a little bit, almost magically so. And about a few minutes into that, the crowd gasps as you look upon her face, and there is a symbol there. And the symbol is a manacle. Someone has put a hit out on her to steal her and put her as an indentured servant.
Oh my!
The plot ever thickens, and everyone in the crowd is just beside themselves. They're like, "We've never seen this before. Oh my goodness, but she's her daughter, Aren't there rules against this? Or something to that effect." And the girl kind of just looks very frightened for a little second, and then kind of perks up and says, "It's nothing I can't handle." Give me an insight check.
Okay,
Let's see if you can read her emotions.
Yeah, Bobby
My
is
5.
some of themselves more with me because the fact that to him it's like she just looks more like a yummy meal than a person
Okay.
because she's all young and nice and tender. so they don't want to, cause a scene by eating a child.
Yeah. Well, in Paradise, and your character would know that that would be impossible for you to do because you can't harm another citizen without a specific nefarious hired hit on them, which has happened to her. And for this specific hit, you know that the person that's got the hit out on them would not be killable, but they could be knocked unconscious, chained up, and then made to work for the person who put out the hit on them for a period of a month. And so they essentially have to be their butler or do hard labor, something they would have to work for them for. And they wouldn't be able to put that person in harm's way, but it certainly would not be a fun month for her. And so roll a knowledge check to see if you guys would know of who this little girl is.
4. What did I see by the way?
Yeah, your dice rolled. And so for Opender, you, for your first roll, would understand quite quickly that she's putting on a brave front, but that she actually does appear to be a little scared. But to keep up public appearances, she appears to be acting brave and a bit nonchalant about it.
I got a 13 total for my knowledge roll.
Okay. You know exactly who this is. And you're from Sanctuary, correct?
Yes, and for my intuition roll, it was an 8 total.
Okay. And so you feel the same feelings. You pick up exactly the same emotions that she was displaying earlier. And with your knowledge roll, you're actually familiar with her anyways because you're from Sanctuary. And so we'll do a slightly different thing for your knowledge roll. You would know that this is Anna, and she is the daughter of the matron of Sanctuary named Anita Brightsoul. And so Anna Brightsoul is the heiress, essentially, to the title of who will become the next matron when Anita is ready to pass on the mantle. Anita is still very young and healthy. She's about the appearance of a 25-year-old. She is, however, no, she'd be a little older. She'd be like 30. But people age a third of their lifespan here physically. And so even though Anna appears to be a 9-year-old, she's actually mentally that of a 27-year-old. 3 times 9. And so, unless I did my math wrong.
I feel like my character would just walk up to her and be like, "Hey, I'm from Sanctuary. I know what that means." And
she knows you.
You want a bodyguard? Okay. Well, I'd ask, do you want a bodyguard?
She says, "Let's talk about this in private."
I'm like, "You got it."
Okay.
And I have a spell that I'm not sure if I can make it soundproof.
Okay. Which
It's
spell
called
is it?
Ancient Aegeus. Ancient Aegeus. It's
Aegis,
raw
but yeah.
magical energy from a 4 to 20 radius with 500 HP, and I can push anyone I want outside.
Okay. It wouldn't make it soundproof, but it would force people out of the area. But it's a little big to use in a room of this size. It would push people up against the walls, and it would be very awkward.
Well, it says I can do it from anywhere from a 4 to 20. So how big is the room?
It's pretty good size. I would say you would have the space to do it. It wouldn't be soundproof though, because that's not in the feature.
Okay. Okay, well then I will just wait. Or how far away is the roof?
The roof?
Yeah.
Like the ceiling or the actual?
How far away is the roof?
Oh, well, I mean, you're inside the building.
Is it within 20 range?
The roof of the building? Yes.
I'll just lean down and whisper to her, "Hey, I can warp us to the roof if you want to talk about this in private."
She says, that won't be necessary. I appreciate that. Just wait till the gala's over, and I'll see that we have privacy back in Sanctuary. Do you have anybody else you would recommend as bodyguards?
I got a little cat friend, and then Bob's.
As Bobby's just chowing down on meat in the background, just oblivious to this situation. And Skarn, you overhear this, and you know of Anna, and you know of her importance, and you know that there probably would be a pretty good bounty price, or hiring price rather, to be a bodyguard for her. And so, what does your character decide to do?
I walk up to her and say, "Hey kid, I can help you, but of course we have some price
She says, "What?
for some price."
Who are you, and what can you do?" Never mind. Just meet with them after the gala. I don't want to cause alarm or tip our hat, as it were, she says slyly. And so the gala continues. Everything goes as normal. She continues her dances, impresses people. You know, she very much likes to light up a room. And as people start to exit the gala... Oh, sure.
Can I join in the dance because I have like triple athletics?
Yeah, sure. So balance roll would be...
Go.
The dance roll would be balance,
3.
which yours should be pretty good.
Balance. Yeah, I have. No, yeah, I think I have it. Yeah.
That should be at least a plus 5 for you.
Why not athletics? If it were athletics, it should be a lot more.
So balance is specifically for dance moves and maintaining your body's posture, which is a bit more important than just raw athletic talent for dancing. And so that's why it's more specific for that one. But yeah, you certainly dance quite well. You keep up with her, not quite matching her moves because they're very elegant and challenging moves to pull off despite her small frame. And yeah, you guys have a dance routine with them, and it goes really well. You guys each earn 500 more credits in tips.
Oh, yeah.
And so definitely made some good money there. And so the gala starts to wind down, and people are filtering out, and you see Anna kind of wink at you and says, go to... Oh, I had the picture. I hope Grant did not throw that away. That would be very unfortunate, but I took a picture of it at some point. But yes, and so she says, meet in the Temple of Knowledge, 3rd floor.
Would I know where that is?
Yeah, it's very well known in Sanctuary. It's the largest building. And she says, 3rd floor, Radiant Academics.
Okay, I'm gonna open Skim to create a portal to Pocket Dimension and basically funnel the group in there and then just travel there.
Okay. Do you have the teleport need stuff already, or?
Yeah. I just need 7 intellect and 7 will. I've got 8 intellect and 7 willpower.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I can skim.
All right, so you skim.
And then I'll spend the rest of my time waiting, recovering all my mana, stamina, and morale.
Okay.
Via channeling.
Yep, that's fine. And so you skim the party over, saving precious time, because you only have 24 hours to prepare and make your plots and your plans. And so she meets with you guys at the location. You've gone separate ways. You got there before her, and so you guys waited expectantly, and she did show up. Not too long after you guys did. She definitely had some way to get there quicker, by some means. And she walks in and says, "All right, we've got plans to do." And she pulls out a map, throws it down, and it's a map of paradise. And she says, "I think our odds are better outside the city." Oh, hi, Cat Doom. Wonder if it's bad in my D&D group. I got a total of 1 trillion and everybody else in my party has like 100 HP. Yeah, that probably wouldn't be very fun, Cat Doom. If you do want to join us, we could use another player, by the way. Opendurka joined us last time from stream. And so it's a very... Oh, it shows that they're not in chat. That's weird. I'll just type and see if they see it when they come back. But yeah, and so I was saying, yes, so as Anna, she says, "I think if we stay in the city, we're at a big disadvantage." Oh, hi, Cat Doom. And so she says, "I'm up for any ideas and plans. I got a special set of skills myself," as she summons radiant light and has an immense power that you can see coming out of her that you wouldn't expect from someone from so small of her frame. And she says, "I'm particularly good with radiant magic." And, oh, you got turned into a final boss. That's funny. That's great. Always fun when you become the big bad. But yes, and so if you want to join us, Kat, you're more than welcome to, or you can just watch. We always like chatters. So, that is her plan, is to find somewhere out of the city that we can go find a safe space to defend and to try to... Sorry, what's your...
Do you have a ranch? Do you have a ranch map?
A ranch what?
Map?
I could find one.
Because I feel like my character would suggest their ranch on the outskirts of the city.
Okay. She
Just
says...
to do how many animals they have.
She
And the
says
fact
that
that-
might work. The only concern I have is they might demolish your whole ranch in the process. I'm a pretty valuable high target in this city, and we've never had someone ever target me before, mainly because I'm just that charming, she says, but also because my mom's a matron, and that's going to be politically interesting to say the least. Oh, Kat, don't worry, you can't break this game any more than Brendan has, so...
Yeah! I am the breaker, the dominator.
Yep. The roller of crits.
The rules lawyer, too.
And the rules lawyer.
What does charming mean?
But I feel like my character would still suggest the place just because it's just what they would do.
All right, let's see. So Anna is...
My character instead...
Oh, yep. Sorry, go on. What was that, Opa? Or is that Ethereal talking? Sorry. So someone was saying their character would... Am I still connected? Hello? Testing. Can you guys hear me?
John, can you hear me now?
Yeah. For some reason, Discord messed up.
Okay. So my character would suggest some kind of church outside of the city. Because it has small windows, it has probably stairs out up to the ceiling.
Okay.
We can protect the stairs, and it's entirely made of stone, probably. So I would suggest that.
Okay.
Because, by the way, church in medieval times were made to protect the citizens. So yeah, that's funny.
Okay. So I'll see if that convinces her. Okay. She's leaning more towards that idea than the ranch. She's not opposed to either idea. She's just trying to make the best of what we got. And so,
So, is that place a castle basically?
which place?
Church in medieval times, yes, basically they were. If there was no castle, churches were basically castles of the villages, smaller ones. At least in Poland and Europe.
Okay.
I can work with that because I can erect a wall because we've got 24 hours.
Yeah. We do have 24 hours to prepare.
So I can tell her that I kind of agree with that thing, and I can make a wall that basically forces hostile creatures outside of the radius.
So would this be like a fort kind of looking like fortified area?
It's basically there's gonna be a raw dome of magical energy with it for a full 20 radius that keeps things out until they break it.
Yeah. Okay. And so for I think it was Opa that was talking about it. This defensive structure we were talking about, do you think a fort map would work for that?
Yes, because churches sometimes had even walls, so yeah,
Okay.
it could work.
We could do this. Let me get it set up for a second. Okay, Anna says, so a fort. I do know a place. Well, but I'm not supposed to know about it, but I do, she says. And so let me move some people around, hide some characters. Sure. That's a pretty good roll. Crit. She's talking about the best little whorehouse in paradise. It's a pretty defensive structure outside of the city.
Well, what's the name of the structure?
The best little whorehouse in paradise.
I'll just look at her and be like, do you mean the best little whorehouse in paradise?
She's like, yes, Mom says I'm not supposed to know about it, though, but of course I do, because I know a lot.
I'll look at her and be like, I'll look at her and be like, yeah. It's probably better that you don't know about it, but the fact that you do shows that you care about your city. And then I'm like, but yeah, that'll do pretty well as a fort.
She said, it's very defensible.
Because,
Anna blushes a bit and she says, it's a place where you can go to relieve stress with wonderful, kind working women. Yeah.
I personally can't go because I am a female, and I haven't found a good male version of it.
Is that like a massage parlor?
Yeah, that's another word for it. Yep, sure. And she says, the patron of the establishment is a... All right, take care, Kat. Yeah, she says, the patron of the establishment is a little peculiar. Maybe eccentric is the right word, because they're quite wealthy, so eccentric will have to do. And so, let me grab you guys. She says, that just might work, though, with a combination of your magic plus the fortifications of the area. That might be a good place for us to buttress down and conceal where I'm at. The hard part's going to be getting out of the city unnoticed. Or do we just want to boldly go our way and just make our stand and show them that we're not afraid?
So I would be familiar with this place, right?
Yes. You've never been, but
So
you would know
I-
of it.
So I will tell her, and I suggest I use my spell Skim. That can get us there.
Does it say how far it goes? I forget.
It just says it warps me. It opens a pocket dimension within 20 radius, and I travel to any distance within the portal to an area I have any familiarity with.
Okay. So go ahead and roll a knowledge roll. Let's see how well you are familiar with the specific distance and everything else. You'll probably be fine, but your knowledge roll is quite good.
11?
11, yep. So yeah,
11?
you look at several maps, you gauge the distance, you practice your magical evocations a little bit, you open a test portal there, kind of look through your skim, and consult with Madame Eva, who's an expert at teleportation, and she says, yeah, that'll about do it. You should be able to get there, I believe. And so, do you guys prepare anything, buy some potions, do any items or anything, bring some liquid courage with you? You'll have to travel a little light, because Skim doesn't allow very heavy things.
I don't have to travel light.
Well, true.
So I just got a couple marbles filled with enough wine to keep us going through this. I'd
Okay.
say about 7, 8 bottles.
Okay. Yep, so you got 8,000 bottles worth of liquid courage, just in case you need it. Alrighty, that'll work. So I got everybody copied, so are we skimming straight over there? Or do we do any other preparations?
Or I would actually buy some potions of healing. How much money do I have?
You have quite a bit. How many of the bottles did you guys sell, would you think, on the market?
I'd say anywhere from 20 to 30.
Okay. Yeah, so collectively you'd have probably about 20,000 credits to spend amongst yourselves. So dividing that out, you each get about 8K. Like 7 something, 7.5. No, it's about 7K, yeah.
Oh my.
So for health
I've got
potions,
14 creations.
I would say for health potions, you probably would have enough to buy 5 health potions, just standard ones for maybe 1,000 credits. And they heal you for 10.
Five potions are 1K.
Total.
I'll go buy one then. 5, I mean.
5? Okay. Yep, you got 5 health potions and plenty of money left. The talk is clicking. The clock is ticking. And so we have about 20 hours remaining to prepare. And so still have plenty of time if you want to do some quick shopping before you go to get some magic items, or maybe siege materials, things to prepare.
How much would it cost to buy an abandoned building?
There's no abandoned buildings inside of Paradise. They're all well used and upkept. Or kept up. Not Paradise, but Maiden's Fall, excuse me.
How much would you charge me for just a... How much would it cost to buy, like, a large boat?
A large boat?
Yeah,
Probably 2K.
I'll buy 2.
Okay. You buy 2 large boats for 4K total.
And I pokeball them in different...
Yep, you shrink them down into your reality marble. Getting a lot of mileage out of that feature.
And then I'm gonna buy a bunch of booby traps.
Okay, what kind of traps?
Bear traps, sleep dart traps.
Okay.
I'll buy some wood to make some spike traps as well.
Okay, let's make some pitfall spike traps. I like it, I like it. So all that's going to cost you about 1,000 probably once you get it all added up.
Dope, I still have enough to buy a lot more. But
Okay.
I've got a sphere that lowers my casting time.
Yep.
So, yeah. I think
Sounds pretty
after
good.
this, I would probably go to the place and start setting up the wall and all the traps.
Okay. So Skarn and Babby, do you guys buy any magical items with your hard-earned earnings?
I would go to magic shop or blacksmith and see if there's anything in stock that would interest me.
Okay.
Which one is
So
gonna be good?
for Skarn, something that might help you is their, let's see, what would be good for a beast vessel? You make your own weapons with your own hands. You have a right to bear arms, is the joke name of the feature. And so you can already transform really easily to get a lot of what you need. So you would want things that just benefit you generally. If you don't want to be ever mind controlled and charmed, there are amulets of mind shielding for 3k. There are different rings of elemental resistances, should you wish to have resistance to a certain damage type. There are boots that allow you to sprint, use the free action sprint without using stamina. That's a very good one for 2k. There are, I'm just coming up with these on the fly. So if any of these sound interesting, just let me know.
The boots.
Okay. So 2k for the boots. So you still got 7k, so 5k left. There are elements.
5.5k. I got 500 for the
Oh
run.
yes,
For
yes. For the dancing, yes. And so 5,500. And so for 3,000, you can get fist wraps of elemental power, and they'll let you switch your fist damage, which is your main damage type, to any element that you choose at will. So you can make them fire fist, you can make it an air fist, lightning fist, earth fist, water fist, cold ice fist. You know, you can do any of the magical fisties that you want to do. Would you like that?
How much is that?
3k. And if you hit a weak
Sure.
spot for a vulnerability on an enemy, not a weak spot, but if you hit a vulnerability of their elemental type, it's double damage. So if you figure out an elemental weakness on a foe, those are very useful.
Then sure, I'll buy it.
Okay. Awesome. So, sounds like we're doing
just
pretty
thought of
good. Uh-huh.
How much would it cost for boots that allow me to move while invoking?
Those would be really expensive because you already have that as a class feature that you get at some point. I think you get it while you're...
I have it at 4th level, but it clarifies that I have to be standing within the sigil.
Yeah. And so to do that without the sigil, it would be very expensive. It would be probably 7k at least.
Oh, that's good. I have that much.
Okay. So yeah, you could do that to evoke while moving.
I'll call them the boots of mobile evoking.
I think that a better name would be the boots of grounding. It keeps you grounded.
Okay.
Boots
Cool.
of
That's
mystic
everything for me.
grounding. Oops, sorry, that's a phone call. Let me make sure it's not important. Hello, this is John Horry. Okay, sorry, that was a call that I had to take, but we're good. Except for my eye still watering. All right, so where were we? So Skarn, we've got your magic items purchased. Babby, what are you thinking?
How much money does he have? I mean, does
At
they have?
least 7K, probably more.
Ethereal Dragon, I think you crashed out of Foundry.
Did I?
Yeah, it shows you
You're
not
not
in
in
it.
the Foundry.
You might just want to F5
Yeah, I
and
did.
refresh.
I wonder if it's because I have 3 tabs open and just wasn't on it for that long.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, so we just need Babby if you want to purchase anything, and we can figure out what might be a good item for you. I think, do you already have those elemental fist wraps?
No, I do not.
Okay, those would probably be pretty handy for you too, because normally you're limited to just your Dragon Slayer or Dragon Souls particular magic that you have, and so with that, I forget, what is your magic type that you chose for your breath weapons?
Necro.
Necrotic, nice. That's right. So element would be pretty handy to add to your repertoire if you ever fight some undead or something that you couldn't use necrotic on. Always a smart choice.
Just phone the undead.
Oh my goodness, another phone call. Sorry, one.
Unless I could do holy.
Sorry about that. It was a scam call. All right, so you want a holy damage type? So radiant. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so it'd only be 2K for a set of sacred fist wraps to do radiant damage.
2K?
Yep, just a nice 2K. Or they're divine fist wraps, so they can do spirit. We'll say 3K, and they do spirit, radiant, or necrotic damage with your punches. So that's pretty good. Fist wraps of divine power. And then another thing that would be particularly handy, especially if you like getting up in the middle of things and using your breath weapon. We made this for another Dragon Soul a while ago. It was a necklace of Nova, a Nova necklace. And what it lets you do is breathe your fire in a big ring around yourself, like a big circle area, instead of just in a cone or a line. So it's good if you have a lot of enemies that are in a cluster that you can get in the middle of and then just blast them all.
Does Necro, the Divine, and what?
Necrotic, divine, or sorry, divine damage is either necrotic, spirit, or radiant, your choice.
My choice when I use it, my choice when I
When you use it, you can choose each time.
Okay.
Okay, so
that's good for now.
Okay, that'll work then. So we've purchased all of our stuff. We've made our preparations. We've got about 18 hours left after all that shopping. And so we skim over to the best little whorehouse in paradise. And you guys...
Oh no, the fun flamingo.
Yes. And so, as you come up to this location, you hear a bunch of clucking, a rustling of feathers, and a very flamboyant, "Oh my!" as a man... Let me pull up his art, because it's fabulous art. a very fabulous person greets you with a bunch of feathers and says, "Oh my, we haven't had somebody teleport here in ever. That was quite a shock. It made a little bit of a noise when you appeared. What is your purpose? What are you here for? Pleasure? Business? Defense? We've had that happen recently. It was quite an experience, to be true."
A bit of all three, because I'm going to take pleasure in destroying these people coming after.
Oh, well, defense it is, it sounds like. I don't know why people keep coming here for this. That is not our normal business, modus operandi. But, for the right price, we can be persuaded. The last group paid 7,000 credits, total, to use our establishment as their bastion. Perhaps we could come to a similar arrangement.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is that guy the same guy? Exactly the same guy? Is this the same universe that we
Yes.
saved him from in the last?
Yes, it is.
Okay, then can I do something sketchy? But it's pretty. Why is Tierra Alien still here?
Sorry, what was your what? You kind of went
Why
robo.
is Tierra Alien still here?
Sorry,
Okay, never
you,
mind.
you cut out on me. I couldn't quite hear you.
You know the
John?
Dwarven Master, Jewel Schmidt, Baldic Goldsmith,
Oh,
Goldglin.
yes. So Fandango's like, "Oh yes, I remember that person. Had a lot of armors. Very, very wonderful person. We ended up giving him some special jewels. My family jewels, in fact. He
I
polished them
see.
right up."
From what you can see or not see, I'm his friend of his, and I'm a smith myself, but not a jewel smith, though.
Ah,
Maybe you could give me some lesser price for helping out your friend. I mean, a friend of your friend is my friend,
oh yes. Well, we do have a bit of orichalcum in the back that you might be able to purchase from us. And oh, I forgot to put Anna on here. Let me go find a image for her real quick from Hero Forge.
I'm also gonna need a couple more tokens.
A couple more. What are we doing?
I've got steel, my snake, and my bird. But
Okay.
I'm probably just using. But I'm mainly gonna be using that bird for recon.
Okay.
So I'd probably just need snake and steel.
Okay, give me a second. We'll probably just use small things to represent them just for time's sake.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. And then I also will need markers to set up the traps.
Okay, let me copy this. Save as.
And then Eternal Dragon and Alpon. Do y'all have at least 2K remaining in your stuff total?
I have 3K, but I tell him that I still want to buy the purchase adamantium or adamantium. I forgot,
Adamantium? Yeah.
from adamantite, yeah,
Okay.
from him, and maybe forge some weapons or gear.
Okay.
Because I can cover all the renting of this place. So we just need to cover the other 3K.
Okay. Anna says, "Oh, don't worry, I'll cover that cost. It's fine. My mom is, well, my mom, and so I do get a good allowance. Mainly because I'm just such a good girl. Teehee," she says. So let me go to NPCs. Anna, create an actor. Art. Prototype token. Get token. Oh, I forgot to give you Skarn's control. Let me do that real quick. Slayers.
Okay.
Skarn. And it was Opa that needed it, or was it? Yeah.
Yeah, I needed the controls.
Owner save. New Skarn. Better than old Skarn. There we go.
Okay, I can move now.
Should be able to. Okay, good. All right. So, Anna introduces herself and says, Sir Fandango, do you know of myself and my mother? Fandango will roll. Decent enough. Says, oh, but of course you are Anna, Anita's daughter, one of the matrons of Sanctuary, I believe. Yes. She says, and you know how beneficial it can be to be in my mother's good graces, yes? Fandango says, oh, yes. She says, so perhaps a small discount for a young, vulnerable girl like myself could be arranged. And she uses a persuasion roll. And he says, oh, I also know how capable and how many PhDs you hold. And that your mother is quite, for lack of better words, financially secure. And I'm sure her daughter, who is so knowledgeable, would know the value of an establishment like mine and the repair costs that could come with it being damaged. And Anna kind of just deflates a little bit and she says, fine, here's 8K instead of 7. And she forks over the money. Fandango says, oh, a donation even on top of it. Oh, you are so kind. Thank you for your patronage. Ladies. He claps his hands and they all move around him.
Question for question's sake.
Yes.
Is that before or after he met Baldic? Because I just said randomly that I know Baldic Goldsmith and
Yeah,
probably-
no, this is after. And so all the stuff that you guys repaired is still there. Like the ballistas are still up here, up here, up here, and up here. And so they have agreed, and it's taken very little time at all to get here because we skimmed over. So there's about 17 hours left for preparations. And so Anna says
I need you to
that she would
I'm
like
gonna need you
to man the top up here. And then Athena, you were saying?
I'm gonna need a lot of little tokens. They don't have to be labeled or anything, but I've got a bunch of traps to set up on this map.
Okay. Let me...
And I'm also using one of those boats to block right here.
Okay. Oh god, just throw a boat down as a barrier. Alright, that's an expensive barrier. Alright, so we're going to use Slink to represent traps, because that's just funny. And so, where do you want traps to go? Just start pinging.
Okay. I'm gonna put a spike trap here. And just in this area, there's gonna be a bunch of different spike traps. Just
Actually, I'm dumb. I'll
Later.
just use these. So we're just kind of putting them all across right here.
yeah, spike traps in like a zigzag right there.
Okay.
But and then I'm putting bear traps. Like I'm putting 2 bear traps like right here, and then I'm putting the rest of them here, like in front of the door.
Okay,
But
bear
far enough out
trap.
where we can get out, but they can't get in.
Okay, 2 bear traps. And so you're essentially just putting a wall of traps right here.
One further out, but yes.
Okay. So like that.
Yeah.
Okay. That works.
And then I've got and then a boat will be just right here blocking this area. So they've got to climb up to actually get in here. Or actually, no, I'll put the boat like right here, blocking off one path.
Okay. So we'll say the boat's that big. It's a decent sized
Oh.
boat. Oops. All
You
right.
know, I've got a better place for that boat, considering that I'm pretty sure we're all going to be outside, except for Anna.
Okay.
Put the boat inside.
Okay. Do you want to put the second boat there, maybe, or?
No. I'll keep the second boat for my own personal use. The first one's going here, blocking this door.
Okay. So on the other side of the door, there is a boat.
So we can't get in, but neither can they unless they completely destroy that boat.
Yeah, that's going to take some time.
Question.
Yes.
Can I take a look at what the weak sides of this entire port are? I mean, fort.
Yes.
And then
So
I'll
go ahead and roll a perception as you're looking for particular vulnerabilities. Okay. So the
5.
biggest vulnerability you can tell is that there is an easy way up over here on the right-hand side that someone with minimal climbing skill could easily traverse. And then in the back, there is a sewer outlet. It's overgrown with vines, so that might slow them down a little bit. But you do know that that would be a way in through the well if there was to be anybody aquatic coming in. And otherwise, it seems to be quite sturdy and well defended.
Okay, so I talk to my party. I saw that there's an entrance through the water, and if there are any aquatic monsters or humanoids, they can get through this specific well.
Okay, so I've got good news on that front. If I cast my wall spell here, it blocks that entrance to them.
Yep. Because it is a 20
Until they
radius. Is that what it is? Or 10 radius?
It is 20 radius.
Okay,
It is
that's going to
20.
be very big.
So
1, 2,
right here.
5,
I measured out
6.
20 in all directions, and that seems to be the best spot.
All right. So that is how
But
big.
that is large.
Do you want it right there exactly, or moved up or down a little bit?
No, that works. That works.
Okay.
I also
So-
say about the downside of the wall being very climbable right over there.
So I'm gonna start channeling again to recover the stuff that I just spent.
Okay. Alrighty. So, anybody else make any preparations or want to man turrets or?
I buy the adamant. I ask how much is the adamantite from the Fandango.
Okay. Roll a persuasion. Let's see if you can talk him down a little bit. Okay.
Oh.
He says, well, for a friend of a friend, I would do 2,000 per bar. It is very valuable. It's been in the family for years.
Wait, I have 300, 500, so I ask him, can I get 2 bars for 300, 500 because of a friend of my friend?
Oh, what's 500
sadly don't
credits
have-
between friends? Sure. So yeah, you buy 2 bars.
Thank you. Do you have any smithy in your fortress, castle, or?
Oh, for sure, absolutely. We have most amenities here. And so in the back here you find some smithing stations. Under this tower there's more space down below, and you would find a smithy under there.
I have a question. I bought a book on like session 2 of playing this character that's on enchanting. Can I just enchant stuff for people?
Potentially. It does take a long time to do an enchantment, but we might have enough time depending on how long it takes him to smith.
Okay, well, I'm gonna make a roll.
Well,
I'm so heavily focused on channeling that I don't even realize you're smithing.
yep. So go ahead and roll for smithing. We'll just see how well you do. Okay, it's plus your body
Please,
stat
please.
as a smith, and so that's an 8.
Wait.
So, because I think your body stat is it a 4 or a 5?
My body stat is 5.
Okay, so that's an 8 total. And so, well, actually, you're proficient at smithing as a smith, so that's more than 10. So, yes, you work with this very difficult material, and it takes you about 8 hours of smithing because it's a very durable material. And what do you smith with one of the bars?
Can I ask you what should I?
That's a great question.
Because
So, you don't need armor.
yes, I don't need armor.
Um, hmm.
Should I just make some weapon for bow?
So Babby and you tend to not use weapons. You tend to use your fists. I would say Athena does actually have a friend that you might be able to smith something for named Steel. And so that is their guardian. And so they can wield weapons. And so this would be a nice magical weapon, probably, that'll have good properties. I would say a orichalcum weapon would crit on a 5 or a 6. So that would increase their chance. Oh, we lost somebody.
Yeah, it looks like he
Brendan.
might just be having internet problems.
I think so.
Yeah, me too. So yeah.
Yeah, it's Brendan. Looks like he'll definitely be back with his internet being fixed. But
So what
There we
should
go.
I force? What weapon? What do you think, John?
yeah, so Brendan, what weapon would you like forged for Steel?
Oh, for steel?
Yes.
Let me look through the weapons.
Yep. And so it'll have a crit chance of a 5 or a 6. It's going to be a orichalcum sharpened weapon.
Ooh, cool. It's probably going to end up being a greatsword, though.
A greatsword? Okay. Good for finishing people off. And so while wielding it, they won't have the benefit of wielding a shield. And so your defense will go down a bit on Steel because I forget their exact stats, but I don't remember. I don't think that they have dodge. I think they just have shield and their sword or their armor. And so it's been a while since I've looked at Sage's minion. Let me go check.
Yeah, they cannot dodge.
Yes. And so whatever their armor defense is, what their defense will be.
They'd have 10 armor then.
Okay. So that's not too shabby still, because they're still pretty tanky health-wise. And so you can still wield 2 different weapons because they have quite a lot of physique to carry a lot of stuff. And so they should be able to switch to that when you want, and then have their normal shield out with their one-hand weapon of your choice. And so what one-handed weapon did you choose?
I didn't actually hear any of this, so it's probably going to be a scimitar.
A scimitar? Okay, to get some stamina back on a crit. Not bad. Okay.
Question.
Yes.
How much is the market value of stuff I just made? Like from the 1 bar or 2 bars?
So of the bars, I would say for a weapon made out of orichalcum, it would probably be 3K. And you bought the material for 2K roughly. A little under, but there is always a chance when crafting that you could critically fail and ruin the material. So it's not a guaranteed money, but it is pretty reliable.
But it wasn't the price of the Archaicum supposed to be a little more? Because I bargained for 5 for it.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, you bargained from 2,000 each to be 4,000 total to 3,500 total. You got a 500 discount.
Okay.
Oh my god. So 1,750 is what each bar technically cost you.
So okay, and I'll borrow the weapons to Athena and say, remember, give me back those when you're finished with the work here.
Okay.
Oh, Brendan is AFK.
Oh, Brendan's
No,
back.
I'm still here.
Okay.
Oh,
So I rolled a 6.
For
How much time do we have left?
what did you roll a 6 for?
Well, I was kind of hoping to basically enchant the boat that I've got
Okay.
with something that strengthens it.
Okay. So you put damage resistance to bludgeoning on it, maybe? In case they have a battering ram.
Yes.
Okay. So it has damage resistance to a battering ram because it has bludgeoning resistance. That could be very helpful. All right. So Fandango says that he will protect Anna up above and goes with all of his ladies up here and says that they can fire off quite powerful, well, not very powerful. They could fire off eggs at people as cloaca cannons.
Okay, can I go to the one of the temples that
Oh no.
and ask them to put like a protection onto the house?
So it's currently covered by a barrier which has 500 HP and forces out hostile enemies.
Yep.
Mm, yes, but you always can have more protection. Maybe like something that keeps away like ethereal entities like ghosts and things like that from entering.
True.
No, this does that. If they're hostile, it forces them out.
Okay. Is is there like any sewers or something around that connects to that they could travel through to get to here?
Nope,
I
just the
said it
well.
already that yes.
Yeah, over here is where that would be. And so, if you wanted to defend that area, that might be a good spot too.
Okay, I'm just trying to think what I could do because I really don't have any enchantments or any that permanently
I
that
ask,
stays up
I
on
ask,
the
I ask Fan Diego if he has any any ballistas or something like that that we could use.
Yeah, you certainly have the ballistas. So this is the range that the chickadees can fire at. They can fire up to 12 range. So they can cover just barely the outside of the barrier, which is actually pretty helpful. And so Anna and Fandango stay up top here.
Oh,
And
oh no.
what's up?
You want to know what I just realized I can cast just outside of my barrier?
What can you cast just outside your barrier?
Decimate.
Oh my. That would be pretty crazy. All right. So we
It has 6 range.
okay. And so someone said that they wanted to protect the back sewer area. Is that correct? Is that Opa or Ethereal?
I'll go on ballista right over here so I can shoot if someone comes from there.
Okay, so Opa's here to...
my killer.
And I'll guard over here and have Steel keeping an eye over here. I can't actually move him. Oh, no, I can. Never mind.
Okay. All right, and so Babby, I didn't quite hear what you said. It had a little bit of crosstalk. Were you going to stay out here, or were you moving?
Oh well. Jesus, not. No, that go.
Question: How
Is
long
that-
does wait? How long
Oh, there we
does
go.
the spirit of Beryl last?
I believe it lasts for 1 minute or 10 minutes. I forget. It should say on there, I believe. a duration.
Moving
That's,
this map
let me
around.
see.
Moving the map is kind of a pain in the ass. No. Ugh.
Yeah, right
Moving
click
the
and
map is
drag.
kind of a pain in the ass. Oh, right click. Okay.
Yeah, it pans it
you.
around. Yeah, no problem.
Okay, I've been left clicking, so it's right. Okay, where am I?
You should be down at the bottom. For
So
Babby.
somebody else is already watching this video?
Yes. We got Scarred up here with Ballista.
I'll
Uh,
stand, in
6
the, I'll
rounds.
stand in the main gateway, being all manly. Oh, should say, well, not manly, but what would be the equip? Let's just go with tough.
Strongly, bravely,
Yeah.
imposingly.
Yes.
That works. Lizardly.
Can't really use manly. My kiddo doesn't have a concept. My kiddo species doesn't have the concept of gender. Also, say sex.
Yep. Okay. So we are quite prepared. Before things kick off, I probably want to take a quick little break, use the bathroom, everything else, get some water, get some food if you guys want, and we can be back in, what, 10 minutes? What do you guys think?
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. I'll try to
Good.
fix my contact, so. All right, back in just a bit. I'll be back in just a second. I'm getting my contact in. Okay, we're back. My eye is super bloodshot, but I got a contact back in it. So hopefully it'll be feeling better than the previous one.
Okay,
Yes. And so,
great to hear.
we should be ready to get going. So you guys have made exceptionally good preparations, which is great to see. Because you do hear, as the time dwindles down, large thumping noises coming from the distance.
Roll for perception, I guess.
Yes.
Oh,
I know what it is.
Yeah. Good rolls all around so far. Is everybody back, by the way? I think Ethereal might still be
I
gone.
think so.
I'm here.
Okay. All right. So,
Oh.
you hear the unmistakable
whoever-
thuds of giant steps coming your way.
I'll start evoking now.
Okay. What are you
Can I tell
evoking?
what direction they're coming from?
Yes, there sounds like they're coming from a lot of different directions at once. The bulk of them sound like they're coming from the south, but you do hear thuds coming from a lot of different directions.
Based off their thoughts, can I tell about when they're gonna arrive?
Yes, you would say that if they keep up their current pace, they will probably be here within the next minute.
And that's about how long it takes me to cast a spell, right? Cast an evocation, right?
No, that's 20 seconds. It's 2 rounds.
Okay, well, so first off, before they get within about 20 range, I'm going to cast Exceed on everyone.
Okay. And so that affects an area within how far?
20 range for 6 rounds.
Okay, 20 range, so let me... You are located where currently? Yeah, so that's
So,
gonna be...
it's
So 20 range is 40 meters on here. So that'll hit
So I can hit
you,
everyone.
Yeah, looks like you hit the whole party. And so will you read what Exceed does? So people know.
Exceed gives you Empower, which doubles your damage. It gives you Resistance and Haste. So you get one more attack, I think.
Yep, you get one more basic attack as
can
part
I-
of martial attacks.
Can I cast?
Yeah, you can cast.
Okay. Chant, I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, you
same
can chant.
thing.
And then whenever they get closer, I'm going to cast Decimate.
Okay. All right, so was that Skarn that was casting? Or chanting? Reciting a
yes,
chant.
I was chanting.
Okay.
Yes.
And what are you reciting?
Spirit of the Bear, to both of us, to Basil and myself.
Okay. And so...
Another thing I would have done before we separated for this is I would have given you each a bottle of liquid courage.
Okay. Are we drinking the courage for bonus health?
My character definitely is.
Okay. Anna certainly
Mine
does.
is too.
I'd rather take the bonus health if I have any.
Yep. So everybody gets 45 more health, and you're immune to being frightened for 1 hour. Okay. And so...
I'm just immune to fight in general, but
Oh,
I
yeah,
needed
that's
the
right.
extra health.
For sure, for sure. Okay, so... Okay. So 2 giants come in from the east. 3 giants come in from the south. 2 come in
Are
from the
you-
west.
Are you really using Attack on Titans?
Yes. Yes, I'll show the beautiful art.
By the way, he did that on session 1 before, when once we played, and there was a beef giant too. So I'm
There, spoilers, there might be another one.
Oh no!
All right, so you are facing off against, if my math is correct, 7 giants that are rushing towards you. And you also hear the flitter flatter of leathery wings in the distance.
Okay, so about this point, my evocation would go off, right? For the
Well,
attack one
we've
that
got
I was
to
doing?
we've got to roll initiative first. So we'll go ahead and roll
Okay.
since they're coming in, sprinting at you guys, ready to attack. Doesn't matter, I rolled a 1. So players will, in fact, go first. It is player initial round.
Oh, crit!
Okay, well, my spell will go, my evocation will go off on these 3.
Because they're 20 range away from you, is that right?
Yep. And that's gonna deal 105 damage
Okay, that certainly will chunk them.
in a 6 radius.
In the 6 radius, so that will hit all 3. Nice little 300 boop to the face. All right, and so just keep track of your resources, but you've got plenty of them. So
I also believe that I'm currently empowered because it says all allies.
yes,
Or does that not include?
it does include
So,
yourself.
So times 2, that's 210 to all of them.
Or does it say all other allies, or does it say all allies?
No, it just says all allies.
Okay. Yep, so that does work on you as well. And so you had enough resources to do both of those back to back, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And Exceed, does it last for how many rounds? Is it 6?
Let me check. Exceed 6 rounds.
Okay. Very powerful effect. All right. So you do successfully hit them for 200 each. They each have roughly 300 health remaining. I'll just do my best to remember how much each has for the groups. All right, and so that is your evocation.
And then I've got to start channeling because that was the rest of my stuff.
Okay, so you have to channel for a round to get your resources back.
And I will have Steel move this way because I don't think we've heard anything from this direction.
Okay, you do know that there's 2 giants over here, though, if that makes you change your mind.
Oh yeah, he'll stay over there.
Okay. All right.
And that's
Question,
everything I
does
can
that-
do right now.
Question: does that all the buffs stack when I did the ballista or no?
No, the ballista will still, you're the one manning it, so it would get double damage. And actually, you don't even have to buff yourself because you've already gotten power from your sage friend. So maybe you'd like to do a different buff like Spirit of Wolf or something that would increase your movement speed. They stack. They do stack, actually. Haste technically does stack with Spirit of Wolf because there's nothing in the game that says it doesn't.
I was just letting them know what they had.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So does the Spirit of Bear stack with his stacks or no?
No, they're both considered the Empower boon, and it's specifically that way so it doesn't stack. So, yeah. But you definitely do have double damage going.
I guess I cast Spirit Full Fan myself, and I get like 120 feet of speed now, or
Yeah, it's a
something
lot.
like that.
It's a lot. Okay.
And I move now, or
Yes.
no?
Yeah, everybody's going at the same time, so
I move to 18 now. Wait. I don't know what to do now. We have a lot of barriers and everything right now, so
yeah, you can shoot through the barrier with a ballista. You can shoot out through it.
They
okay.
just
Then I
can't come
come
in
out to
before
this
break.
ballista and shoot it at the one on the left,
Okay.
right. I mean,
For Babby, do you remember what type of dragon soul you are? Like if you're a claw, a roar, or a soul?
I believe it. Which one was it with the breath weapon specialization one?
The breath weapon bonus one would be the lung dragon or the roar, and so that makes sense. So your level 4 feature, you can expend a Dragon Force charge to gain advantage on your affinity breath for 2 rounds. And so that might be something you want to consider since you may not have read that yet since you just hit level 4. And you also can spend a Dragon Force
Level,
to frighten creatures.
Oh, I'm level 3.
No, we're level 4.
I thought you said I was
We were level 3 last time, and now we leveled up to 4. I'm pretty sure.
3 at by the 10 of the end
We're
of
supposed
the
to be fourth level. We're supposed to be fourth level.
because this in the previous one, because remember it was sealed.
Huh.
We were third level the last game we played, and John said we leveled up.
Yep. So you'll get 10 more
Yeah, I
health.
thought both my kiddos were supposed to be level. Yeah, I thought both of my kiddos were level 3.
They were level 3 last time, but now it should be level 4. Because we leveled up in between sessions.
Okay.
And so you get those extra dragon features. You can also challenge creatures around you with your presence, your dragon swiftness, claws, and presence. Level 2 features could be useful here. And you do certainly have your dragon roar that could hit a line, or dragon cry, which could hit a cone. You're very speedy because you've got haste. It doubles your movement speed. So just letting you know you get all those wonderful tools available. Because you could pop off and do some crazy stuff here.
Let's go with the cone because it looks like that's because I'm not exactly. Because it does not look like they're in a straight line in front of me.
Yeah, no, they certainly aren't. So do you rush forwards, jumping over the traps to get to them?
Can I hold my action?
There's no holding actions in this system. I will say, movement-wise, you've got plenty of movement to rush in, breath weapon them, and then rush back.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Okay. So Babby leaps forward, rushes in to right here. He gets his 3 range cone, which should hit all 3 of them. 2, 3. Yeah, that should hit all 3.
I just realized that I can move steel and have him attack because I evoked.
Pretty sure that should go out another cone. Yeah, we'll say that they're close enough that it works. It's pretty tight. All right, so Babby, your roll was 3 plus 10 is the base. And spoilers, these guys are very much naked and unarmored. So the only thing they have is 8 dodge from their 8 body stat. They have quite a lot of body stat, though, because they are giants, even though they're just hill giants. Vegan hill giants, in fact. Why vegan hill giants are attacking, we're not sure. But you do successfully hit.
That means they're more. That means they're even more tender than the meat eating ones.
Indeed. All right, so go ahead and figure out that damage, and it is going to be doubled.
Switching out for me.
Gotcha. And if you spend one more dragon point, you can roll that again to see if you crit. That's up to you.
Not yet.
Okay.
See, double my what?
Sorry, what?
Okay, what was that? Double my let's see.
It'll double your
Dragon
damage.
Breath and then
So it's 2 times your physique plus 15, I think, for the cone. Yes, so 2 times physique plus 15.
And then you double that.
okay. Physique is 5.
Okay. It should have gone up when you leveled up, probably. Did you add points into your body stat?
Okay. Oh, apparently. Oh, wait. Apparently, I didn't level. Oh, that's weird. If I did, it's weird. Did it not say?
Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, did you want to max out your damage or max out your accuracy? Which was your...
Wait. Oh. Yeah, looks like it didn't save.
That's unfortunate. Well, we can figure out the damage amount, though. Did you want to max your damage or max your accuracy stats or max your endurance? Because you would have the points to do any of those.
I'd rather do damage.
Okay, so we'll say that you've already got 10 physique. So that would be 20 plus 15 is a nice, meaty 35 damage. That's doubled to 70 damage. So these guys that were down to 300 health are now down even more. So minus 70. They are now all at 230, meaning they are bloodied. And as part of chanting, you do have the ability to make a free attack. Or not free resource cost, but a maneuver attack. And these guys have
Still
very
up.
little defense.
Yeah. I'm with the ray of the glass cannon.
Well, as long
Okay,
as you
which
tuck
one-
back into the barrier once you're done, you should be fine. Unless they somehow break it within one turn.
Depending on how
which,
hard they hit.
judging by while you figure out what you want to do, I'm gonna have Steel fly up to
I
the
know
name.
what I want to do. I want to use what's the name of that? Flurry.
Flurry, all right. So you rush into Flurry. We just hit in the middle one.
Let's see if I can actually break.
All right. You probably will hit. So your accuracy is going to be at least a 7. Plus 4 will hit with the first one. You only got to beat an 8. And then roll the next 2. That's a 1. Did you want to
Wow.
careful aim that? All right. The third one will hit. Did you want to careful aim for 1 stamina, that 1, to roll it again?
Yeah.
All right, all 3 of them will hit. So it's going to be, the base damage is going to be your body stat, which should be a 4, I believe, plus your physique is 10, so that's 14, plus 3 is 17 damage, times 2 is 34, times 3. So 34 minus 34 minus 34. So you did 100, or a lot. They are down to 128 health on this one. And do you want to retreat back into the dome?
I have
Yeah.
a question real quick.
Sure.
Does haste give the people an extra physical attack?
Only when they take the attack maneuver.
Perfect.
Or you execute
also,
maneuvers.
Can I roll a knowledge roll?
Yes. What are you trying to roll for?
See if I know their weakness.
Sure. So as a
That'd be
giant, you know that the weakness is, of course, the nape of their neck. That is, they don't have an elemental weakness as a hill giant, but they do have that weak spot on their neck that gives you free critical hits if you are to climb up them.
I let my group know and command Steel to fly up to the nape of this guy,
Okay.
and he's got. And the first one will be a flurry.
Okay. Now, is it... Oh, yeah, he can take the execute maneuver action when you chant. That's right. All right, so...
Yes. All three of those hit, with one of those being a crit.
Okay, what's the technique again?
So, his technique is 6.
Okay, so 6 plus 3. Yep, that will hit. So 2 hits. So, or 3 hits. So they are all 3 crits for the first flurry.
Yay!
Let's go ahead and are you just going to flurry 2 more times?
Yeah.
Okay. All of those are hits. And all of those are hits. So we'll just do all the damage and times it by 9. So 3 for flurry, plus what's the physique?
4.
4. All right, so that's 7 damage. And then it gets doubled for being a crit.
And doubled for
And-
being empowered.
Yes, so 14, so 28. So 28 times 9 damage. Pull up a calculator. 8 times 9 hits is a very meaty 252. So you've cut this one down to bloody. Yeah, Steel be chopping.
And then Steel is just going to go back.
Okay.
It'll take a sprint, but he can get back.
Okay, and the giant does take a swing at him with an overwhelming strike. And misses. All right, so this one is now bloodied for future attacks. And so...
Steel is doing his job.
He is. So these guys are at 1... No, they're at 200 something each, like around 240. This one's at 128. This one's at about 250, and this one's at 500, and these two are at 500. So Skarn, with your ballista and your 3 attacks potentially.
I aim at neck of the one of the healing giants.
Oh, damn.
And
Okay.
it's 6. Ooh.
All right. Were you going for a headshot, trying to hit it real hard?
No, neck.
Okay. So ranged attacks cannot get free critical hits on weak spots. It's only melee attacks.
Oh.
But you crit
Okay, then
anyways.
headshot.
All right. So headshot's going to be a lot. So for ballistas, it does 5 times your body stat in a ballista bolt. So your body stat is a 5. Is that correct?
5.
Or a 4?
Yeah, 5.
It's 5. So 5 times 5 is 25 plus 15 from the base plus your physique is 10, correct?
Yes.
So 2 times that is 20. So 25 plus 20 is 45 plus 15 is 60 times 2 is 120 times 2 again is 240 with that ballista bolt straight to the neck. Now you would have to use an action to reload the ballista, so you can't attack with it again on this round, but that was a very powerful shot, and you do still have 3 attacks left, I believe, at your level.
Okay, then I rush here and climb on his neck.
Okay, I roll to avoid being climbed on. I fail. And you
Okay,
do
then I
have...
attack with overwhelm.
Okay. All right, and that will
4.
hit. All right.
Uh,
Which arms are you using, by the way? Did you pick out your transformation features?
wait, I didn't. Give me a second.
Yeah, there are a lot of options. We'll go ahead and just do the damage for now. So you did Overwhelm, and then go ahead and roll again for what I assume is your second Overwhelm.
Yeah,
Or
sure.
or Execute, your choice.
No, it's execute.
Yeah, because it is bloodied. The overwhelm's gonna do okay. So execute plus your
Yeah, so-
technique is gonna beat an 8, so that will execute this guy for a lot of damage.
Execute again.
Okay. And then we'll add all the damage up. I think you're gonna kill it because it's taking a lot of damage.
First.
Okay. And so you normally get 3 attacks at level 3 when you're a beast form vessel. And so you've attacked 3 times, once with Ballista, once with Overwhelm, once with Execute, and then your 4th and final attack was a second Execute. And we can add up the damage, but I can guarantee you this one is executed and is dead.
Yeah.
Brutal.
By the way, my arms beast form is spare, so +5 over accuracy and plus the body damage.
Okay. And is that for Overwhelm or is it I forget.
For everything for overwhelm, yeah.
Okay, for Overwhelm. Nice. Okay.
So he's extra dead, and I run back to the safe zone because I have extra movement, right?
Yep, with plenty of climb ability to climb up there with your bare arms. Yes, so you mauled that guy to death. You just ran in and then cut him to pieces with 2 executes after hitting him in the head with the ballista bolt, and it falls to the ground dead as our first giant victim. That was a round for sure. All right, and then Fandango has all of the ladies go fire. This is going to be a lot of attacks. I'm just going to do... That's 9
By
aim
the way,
shots
can
come
I-
out. Oh my.
Oh,
So there is a 2 misses, a crit, so that's effectively 8 hits. So they're not particularly strong. They only get 2 physique, plus a 2 body stat, because they're effectively throwing rocks with their eggs. We're calling them rocks. So that's going to... actually, no, they can't hit them from that range yet. Fandango does his action to use the charge boon on them with the particular dance. I forget the dance that does it. So they do move forwards,
Fandango,
and they do get in range to fire, and they're empowered. So this is going to be funny. I think one of them for sure is going to die to chicken eggs. They all aim their cloacas and launch a volley of eggs at the one in the middle. And so that's going to be 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 6 is 10. So that's 160 damage in eggs to the one in the middle as it now dies, with one of the crits finishing it off. And Fandango
that was accident.
flies down, or no, that's his round. He'll just do that. And Anna begins to chant, and that will be her action. And so,
This guy's blessed, right?
this guy took quite a bit of damage. They are down to, I think, 250 or 248, so they are bloodied.
Okay. Cool. Perfect.
So you guys had a very good opening round on these guys. So the giants easily climb up and move over, and they go to start bashing at the wall with very powerful overwhelms. At least the ones that are still
Okay,
alive.
Oh, I have tactics and skills. Steel does not have reactions.
They do have reactions, and I just didn't have room to put them on there. So it's just the normal reactions you would assume. Not the same ones, but they do have, for example, precision and athletics, so they would be able to do intercepting strike if you want.
Okay, then I will do that.
Okay, go ahead and roll. And what attack are you using?
Execute.
Okay, and that will hit. So that's a lot of damage.
And it's going to be on this guy?
Yep, so it's 3 times your body because you're using a greatsword. I imagine you pulled out the
Oh, that-
greatsword.
I did.
And then
So,
what's their physique?
The body times 3 is 12, physique plus 4, and then plus 6.
All right,
and
it's
then
2 times
so-
physique, so that's 8 plus 6 plus you said 12. So that's 22
Yes, and then and
doubled
then
to
it's doubled
44.
because it's a bloody creature, and then
And
that's doubled to 88 because of empower.
Yep. And then it's not a crit, so we don't have to double it again. So 88 damage. It is down to 164 health now, as you do a very powerful execute on this creature. Okay.
Hey, you moved one that was dead.
Oh, whoops.
This
bleh.
one's dead.
Thanks. I totally didn't mean to. All right. Did I put the mark on it? Yeah, I did. Okay. I was kind of zoomed out. So we continue onwards. So they each have 3 attacks. So the first one overwhelms. As long as it doesn't roll a 1, it'll hit. Overwhelms again, a miss. And overwhelms again with a crit. So that overwhelm is going to do its fist, so it does its body stat of 8 plus 15 for the base, plus 2 times physique, which is 12. Let me add all that up real quick. So 12 plus 8 body plus 15 base damage for overwhelm is 35. And so it crit, so it's effectively 3 hits. So the first one does 105 damage to the barrier. The next one goes for its...
Track of my barrier health, by the way.
Huh?
I'm keeping track of the barrier health.
Okay, good. All right, and so the second one goes to do the same thing for a hit, a crit, and a hit. So that's 35 times 4 hits, effectively, for 140. The one over here does the same thing. For a crit, so that's effectively 3, so that's another 35 times 3 is another 105. The last 2 over here go for 3 attacks of a crit, it might have already broken, and a hit. So that's 4 hits, 5 hits. 5 times 35 is 175. Is it broken yet?
It is very nearly there.
All right, and
It's got 25 left.
All right, the last one goes for its overwhelm for the first one, and it probably breaks it on that one because that's 35 more.
Yeah, that would break it.
All right, let me go delete it real fast. The barrier finally breaks. It did. It blocked 5 giants going full ham on it with 3 attacks each. All right, so this giant still has 2 attacks left. It goes to attack Steel, and it goes for a very powerful Helm Splitter, trying to break them apart, and critically fails, and does its last Helm Splitter
God.
for a hit. So that is going to be 2 times 12 physique. It's 24 plus 8 plus 9. He has 41 damage to Steel.
Remaining.
Yes, but I believe they have damage resistance. Is that correct?
Yes, they do.
All right, so 20 damage to Steel.
So they are still good.
All right, still holding in there. Not even bloodied yet, are they?
No, they're still just like 2 hit points above bloodied.
Okay, so that will end the round. The chickadees spend the rest of their movement sprinting and flying back up. Flutter, flutter, flutter. And that is it. I forgot to move them back. They would have done that earlier. But yes, that is it for the enemies. They do move forwards for having broken through the barrier. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and climbs up the roof and does get to you with the ballista up there. This one's dead. This one moves forward and hits the bear trap and whatever other traps were here. And this one hits it as well. So they get immobilized in the bear trap. And what were these traps?
There were sleep traps and pit traps all throughout that area.
Okay. So I will try to avoid the bear trap. I do avoid it, and I don't avoid it. So this one is immobilized. I'll just put something on him to indicate that real fast. So I remember. Restrained. Okay. And then this one makes it through and does trigger the other traps and gets right up on Babby. But cannot hit them because I've already used all their attacks. And the other traps, it's going to try to avoid those. And it fails. So it has... Yes, so it starts to slumber and fall asleep from the sleep trap. And also potentially falls in the pitfall trap. I'm going to say it does. And so we'll just say it took 20 damage from the pitfall trap, just to keep it simple. And so that one would be down to about 100 health. And I believe this one's down to 128. Something around there. All right, so great round for enemies to get fucked over. And these two also climb up on top and get right here. And that is the enemy's round. It is now player's round for technically player round 1, since that was the initial round that we started with.
So I had a critical to move, so I guess it's my turn now.
Yep.
I climbed on the giant that was nearby me and used overwhelm on him.
Okay. Damn. All right. me-
Critical hit.
So the first attempt to
so-
climb doesn't work, but you can always spend a stamina and try again.
I used overwhelm not to climb and hit him.
Oh, you didn't want to climb?
No, I rolled a 6 to hit him.
Okay. Yes, so Overwhelm does hit for a critical hit, and that's your first of 3 attacks. And so, well, technically you get more because you get 4 because of haste.
Can I do a fate attack?
A what attack?
But I'd like to climb on the giant first and then do a feint attack.
You're currently chanting, so that would interrupt a chant or an evocation.
Oh wait, I was evoking? Shit, what was I evoking?
I don't remember.
Because I've got the staff that makes it go off in one round, and I feel like if I was evoking, it'd probably be another decimate that I'd make happen in one round.
Okay. So who are we decimating? I'm assuming these two down here.
I'm gonna say yeah, but
All
I'm gonna
right.
aim right here so that Bobby out of range.
For sure, for sure. And so that does at least 200 damage, and so they are vaporized, atomized, and demolished as your chant finishes.
Due to the chant finishing, Steel has 3 attacks. He's gonna use execute on this guy after flying up to the nave.
Okay. And so that will critically hit, execute, and finish this one off.
And then he will move over to the nape of the other one and do a flurry.
Okay. And all 3 of those will hit. And this one had been undamaged, I believe, so far.
He was undamaged, yes.
Okay, so 500 health for that one. And you just did 3 successful hits, no crits, or they're all crits because you're at the nape. So,
And
God, how much? Yeah, how much damage was that again? So it's not bloodied, so it's just going to be.
That's 7.
It was 252 damage.
Sorry, how much?
252 damage, if I remember right.
Times 2.
At that,
252 damage.
That's 28 damage for one attack. Times 3 is 84.
okay, so
Oh,
because he's not bloodied, it would be more if it was bloodied. All right, and so you got your shield out and you're wielding your scimitar, so you get all that endurance back from all the crits, and you
And
still
he'll
have one more
heal
flurry.
again.
All right, and one does miss with the one, I think. Or wait, no, that wasn't a one. Oh, it was a one. All right, so 2 more hits, which were natural crits, and so that's going to
That would be
be
56.
66. All right, it is at 350 health on this one right here.
56, not 66.
Plus 10 back.
I don't
Right,
I don't want to
360.
take 10 extra hit points.
I
from it.
know, because these poor things need to finally hit something. All right, Anna's chant does finish, and she chants Divine Bolt at this one over here. And so that is a hit. And so that's going to do, her willpower is 10. She is actually very powerful. And she's chanting with her voice, which adds your bonus damage. And so, so 5 willpower plus 10 times 3 is 30 plus 5, so 35, and then plus 25. So that's going to be
times 2.
yes, 60. So that's going to be 120 damage to this one right here, which is now bloodied at 240 health. That 10 health did matter a little bit. And so this one's now bloodied.
I have a question.
Yes.
Since it was an evocation going off, I can still do things on my ground as my character, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna try to climb up this guy.
Okay. It prevents your climb. It knocks you off as you start to climb up it. That's 1 stamina used.
I've got 3 left, so I'll do it again.
Okay, it still prevents you climbing up it. So you got 2 stamina left.
I'll do it one more time.
Okay. It still prevents you, unfortunately.
Okay, I
Damn.
have now my
It keeps
Wait,
swatting you
my
away.
3 attacks, right?
How's it preventing me? My tactical potency for physical things are 4.
No, it's... Wait, is what? It's 4?
It says my tactical potency is 4.
Oh, yeah, no, it's rolling much higher than that. It's got like 12 endurance. So its avoid is very high.
Okay, well, I'm doing a fade attack then, using the last of it.
Okay, to try to hide. And damn, just bad rolls for you, which is so rare. I just got an email. Let me double check. It's not something super important.
It's always happens when I do online games. I'm gonna...
Okay.
John, because you didn't see how much I did the damage. How much did I do with that overwhelm with critical?
Oh, overwhelm critical. Yes, sorry. I gotta do math. It is 2 times your physique, so 20 plus 15 from the base, which is 35, plus your 5 from your body stat, from your fist, and then plus another 5 from your bare arm. So that's 10 more. So 35
can you add
is 45?
Can you add the 200 damage from the gloves I just used?
The gloves, they do elemental damage, but this thing doesn't have elemental weaknesses, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Other things will, though. And so, that's 45 doubled is 90 damage to this one right here with your first overwhelm.
Okay, I have 3 attacks left, so I climb on it.
Yep. Okay, I have to
Was that
roll to
just
prevent
double damage
climb.
from a crit?
All right, you do successfully climb because you've got enough accuracy or potency.
Okay,
Was
I
that
use overwhelm again.
double for being a crit, or doubled or was it doubled again for?
Oh, it was
empowered.
for a crit, so it actually is higher. So sorry, it was 184 for that first one.
Is he blooded?
I think this one was unharmed compared to the other one, so it should be at 500 minus 180.
186.
Yes, so 500 minus 186 for your first overwhelm. And so your second overwhelm will hit and will still crit because you climbed up them successfully. So minus another 186. They are down to 128. So it sounds like it executes in your future, as they are
Yep,
bloody.
execute and my attack.
Got a crit when you didn't even need
Three
it. All right, it is most
Yep.
certainly dead and lethally killed. Bleh.
Can I add something?
Sure.
Can I add to my story that Baldi Goldin was my brother from another mother? Like, you know what I mean?
Yes, I love it.
And I will for Valhalla for his glory.
I love it. That's great. All right, so another Valhalla. This one's dead. That one's dead. This one's dead. There was one remaining, and you still have a little bit of, like you have what? One more attack left or two?
Yes, one more.
All right.
So I have Spirit Wolf, so and his. So I guess I can easily go there without any problems.
Yep.
I didn't use any movement today, and I use get away now or get back now. The chant.
You can't do that because you're using maneuvers. You chose to do maneuvers instead.
Oh.
But you do still have that attack.
Is he bloody?
It is very
Is
much
he
bloodied. Yes, for sure.
Execute.
And that's a hit.
Steel has been doing a job today.
Yeah, everyone's been doing a great job. This has been brutal. I was like, I wonder if they can handle 7 giants with 500 health each, and you're like, bet. All right, so you lethally finish this one off as you hear very large footsteps coming forwards.
Oh no, it's a beef giant, guys. With scream.
It's not a beefeater.
Now, before that happens, I yell at the guy that disintegrated the 2 giants. Don't waste good meat.
Don't waste good meat. So, Babby,
It's a beef giant.
I'm going to let you still take your round on this round. And you see 3 armored beefeaters rushing towards you guys. 3 of them. And they hit the spike trap in the middle. And fail, actually, on that one. No, actually, that would succeed. So they break the traps there. And they break the traps there. And then these 2 burst through the barriers and get here. But I'm going to let you take your round. So we'll let you do your round, and then it'll be enemies round. So, Babby, what you do?
Is it possible for me to move back and then breath weapon them all?
Yeah, you certainly can.
Remember to disengage first so that they can't attack you.
Very smart move.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right, so you move back a little bit, get that room to breathe on them all as they start to collapse on you.
Can I roll a knowledge roll on these beefeaters?
Sure. Let's go ahead and do Babby's stuff first, though. Oh, no.
I'll also roll a knowledge roll.
Good news. You do have your feature that lets you re-roll.
Almost. Yep, we all roll ones.
Yes.
No, it's my turn now. It's my turn now.
No, it's Babby still finishing up their roll. All right.
My
so-
knowledge. My knowledge.
Oh, your knowledge.
Well, I
Okay.
also said I wanted to roll a knowledge check,
Okay,
but that
yeah.
also failed.
Okay, gotcha.
So,
So-
breath weapon.
All right, breath weapon it is. Roll it. All right, so you
5.
do hit with a 5, I believe, because it's 10 plus 5 plus your technique. These guys do have 10 dodge and 10 armor. They have 20 total defense. They don't have any shield, though. And so you do hit with that, because that's going to be like a 20-something for Babby. And it's not a crit, but it does certainly hit. And it is empowered, and it's necrotic damage. So that's going to do quite a bit of damage to these guys. They each have 1,000 health each, but you just hit them for a pretty good amount. So what was your damage for that? It's 20 plus 15, 35 times 2 is 70 damage to each.
Yeah, and they're all armored, you said?
Yes, and they are down to 930 left.
Crit for him?
Huh?
Is the 5 a crit with the breath weapon?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that doubles the empower. Got it.
Yeah, doubles from the empower. Okay, and so you do get a free maneuver as part of your casting a chant, or reciting a chant with your breath weapon.
Probably a precision
all-
strike to one of them.
Okay. Another good option would be Crushing Wave. It does ignore armor. And so that would mean you'd only need a 10 to hit, so you'd be guaranteed to hit unless you roll a 1.
Yeah, okay, I'll do Crushing Wave.
And which one are you attacking?
The ugly one.
All right, they're all ugly, but that's fine. Go ahead and roll it.
Yes, I just wanted to. See, where is. Oh, is that a giant still alive?
Oh, no, it's dead. I just forgot to remove it.
Okay.
Hit this guy.
The one on the right, says
Okay.
Golem's right there.
Perfect.
Take the one on the left.
All right, go ahead and take him out.
Also, John,
Oh, no.
don't
Can I
forget.
do the aim?
And so, unfortunately, that one won't hit, but you can still move.
Hey, Bobby, don't you have
Okay.
careful aim?
It won't work on this situation because they're just getting a free attack for chanting. They don't get to use other maneuvers.
Okay. Also, John, don't forget you still have all of these chickens that have to
Oh,
go.
yeah. Oh, no, I didn't forget. And Anna still has her turn as well. So Fandango does... What is he going to do? He is a bard. There's not much he can do to enhance them because they're already damage buffed. They do take careful aim at this one right here. So that's 9 rolls each. And they're going to fire off their biggest volley ever. They're going to do 3 volleys because they're hasted. And so it's going to be... what does that be? /R. So that's 3 times 9 is 27 rolls of d6s. Sorry for the spam. I only got 2 1s. Oh my god. So a 2 plus 10 is 12.
Only 2 of those missed.
Plus
And
6 is
like
18.
in there.
So I gotta do the math because they have to beat a 20. So 2 plus their technique is 6. Is 8 plus 10 is 18, so they only hit on a 4 or higher. So everything will add up. So 1, 2, 3, 4 for a crit. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
Hello?
14,
Josh?
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 23. So 23 hits. Okay. So now I got to do math.
7 of those are crits.
Yeah, I already added them up. So I said 23.
Oh,
And so that's going to be... Clear that. So 23 times And it's 6 plus 8, so it's 10. So that's 230. So that's 460 damage to the one right here. And so that's minus 460. It is now bloodied at 470 health to this one right here. And that is Fandango's ladies. And Anna starts to chant. What's up?
Okay, so question.
Yes.
Okay, you first, Brandon.
What's up?
So I tried tactical maneuvers, but they failed. Does that mean I still have my action for this turn?
Yes, technically. Well,
Okay,
your
enter
action
the channel.
your action was to execute maneuvers, so you can't channel on this round because that's its own action. So
What? Okay.
yeah, but good call. And so Babby, last call.
I'm
We
gonna
moving
move
or staying where you're at?
That's too far. I was not supposed to move that far.
Okay, so my question. I got a 4 for knowledge about the beef eaters. What do I know about them, or
Yes.
don't know?
So they normally get to attack 4 times, but if they've been hit by cold damage or water damage, they only get to attack twice.
I yell to them. They're weak to cold and water.
Yeah, they lose their rage and their steam, essentially, if they get drenched. So, with that said, Babby, you do have some cool features at level 2 that you might not have considered that you could still use, which would be really good in this situation. Because the only thing it requires is dragon charges, and you've only used 2 of those, so you still have 8 left.
I think he's AFK.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you mean under the dodge state?
Yep, that's a good one. You might want to consider challenging them, and retaliating could also be pretty brutal, because every time they attack you, you get to attack back.
Okay.
That would be a total of 3 dragon charges, but I think in this situation it would save the day. So would you like to do that, or do something else?
I guess I could do all those. Would that take up all my actions?
Nope. They don't take any actions to use, they're just part of your class features.
Okay, and then I'll fall back since I already attacked, I believe, this round.
Okay. Alrighty, so now it is the enemy's round.
And I talked to my teammates, don't disintegrate these ones this time. They're so yummy looking.
They do look very delicious. All right, so they are all challenged by you, so they all surround you. And they try to beat the ever-loving shit out of you. But you are dodging.
I can't really say that I missed a popular because, again, asexual, so whatever.
You're the popular them.
Yeah.
All right, so they go to hit you with flurries. So the first one goes to attack you 3 times. For a fail.
Wah, wah.
A fail. And a fail, because your dodge is very high. And so those are 3 attacks.
You said he can attack 4 times.
Well, that was a flurry. So a flurry, you attack 3 times with 1 attack.
Okay.
All right, and so you can retaliate and attack him back for attacking you if you would like.
Okay.
For this one right here.
Do I attack for each attempt?
You can. As long as you got the stamina to pay for it.
I don't think I made. Did I use any stamina attacking?
Last time you would have used 1 stamina.
Okay, so I still have 5 left.
Okay.
Question: when I try to climb on a giant, do I lose stamina when I succeed or only when I fail?
It's 1 stamina per attempt.
Oh, so even if I succeed, it's okay.
Yeah.
So I have
Alright.
7 stamina
Yeah,
left.
whatever.
Good to know.
And what attacks were you using,
And
Babby?
that brings me down to what's the name of it? The wave, I believe.
Crushing
They
Wave?
say I
Okay.
was using last time.
Yeah, perfect. All right, so it certainly hits with your first attack. And fun fact, did you want to make that a watery attack, perhaps?
Say yes.
How can it be? How do I make it watery?
From your fist wraps that you picked up.
I thought that was
No,
only
he
about
only
Necro
picked
Divine.
Necro.
Oh,
Divine
yeah, you
and
went...
Spirit.
Never mind. I forgot you went for the non-elemental ones. You went for the divine ones. Okay, never mind. My bad. All right,
Yeah.
so you do successfully hit, and that's going to do a decent little chunk of damage for all 3 hits. And so you definitely avoid them dodging, dancing like a dragon, and you do 3 vicious tail swipes back at this guy as it misses you with all 3 attacks. So go ahead and spend 3 stamina, but you get to do 3 attacks. So let's add up that damage real quick. It's going to be 5 plus 6 plus your physique is 10.
Me?
So 21 each hit times 2 is 42. So 3 hits
Wait,
of
what is-
42.
Which should my stamina be with now?
Okay. So
Because that must be. Are you talking to me or someone else?
to Babby.
Not Barry. Okay. Wait, how do I get more than 6 stamina? Because it isn't that based upon endurance.
Yeah, it's endurance. So it's endurance plus 1. So what is your endurance?
5.
It should have gone up to 7 because you put 2 points into body. So it should be 8 stamina. Yeah, your max should be 8 stamina. So you should have 7 stamina. You just used 3 to attack. And so that would be 4 stamina left. And just for fun, because I put it on the wrong one, we're going to say this is the one that attacked you first for all 3 hits. And then it goes for a precise strike trying to hit you accurately, which ignores your defend action from dodging. And that will hit for... It would be 40 damage, but you half it because you got damage resistance, so it's 20 damage. Unless you would like to barrel roll that.
I barrel roll it.
Alright, so you managed to avoid the hit. And it does its 3rd strike to do it again. And you will take 20 damage from that. Do remember you have the 45 bonus health from drinking the courage.
That's 25 times 40.
Yeah, it was 45 bonus. And so then the 4th and final precise strike comes out for another hit. And it will do 20 more damage. And so this guy's exhausted all 4 of its attacks. This guy goes to strike with a flurry for a critical hit, a miss, and a miss. Now the critical hit does not do double damage to you because you are dodging. And so it's going to be, it would normally be 25 damage on a flurry for this guy. And so that's going to half that down to 12 damage. And that's one of its attacks. It goes to precise strike you, trying to hit for 20. And I don't think that hits you actually with your defense, so that won't connect. It does a 3rd attack, then it does not hit you. And it does another attack, and it just barely hits you for another 20. All right. And so this one goes for its 4 attacks, as you are tanking everything like a champ. It goes to precise strike you. Barely hits you for 20. What's your health at now?
What should it be at? What the total should be at level 4?
It was 48 for level 4 plus 45 is what you started with.
Be 8 and let's see. See, the 12 got rid of the last of the bonus, bringing me down. Okay, so let's see.
It was a 20 so far from this guy. This guy managed to land, I think, 2 hits on you, so that's 60. This guy landed 12, so that's 72. And this guy still has 2 attacks remaining. For another 20 would be 92. And so you still got a little health left, and he does the final precise strike for another miss. You tanked 3 Beefeater Giants due to your class features and me rolling terribly. That was impressive. And that is their entire round.
What am I down to that? Is that 90?
92, and you were at, let's see, I think you literally have 1 health point. Yeah, 48 plus 45.
I think you're lucky, like, goes 45, 45 is 90. Plus another 3 would be 93 to 92.
So you took literally 1. That is fucking hilarious. You are the lizard that will not die.
I have 4 attacks per turn, right? I can use this ballista on 1 turn and switch to normal attacks, right?
Sorry, what?
I can use this ballista for 1 turn and use 3 more attacks, right? I have 4 attacks total.
Yes, you can. And I will say it is now, the enemy round is over. It is now player round.
I got a critical on initiation, so it's my turn now.
Okay.
So I shoot the most damaged one with the ballista.
All right. And are we doing an aim shot at it so it's more accurate since it's got a bunch of armor?
Yeah, aim shot.
Okay.
I mean overwhelm because I have +5 to hit with overwhelm.
You're doing a ranged attack with the ballista first, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
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 So we'll say it's an aimed shot, and so that's 10 plus 4 is 14, and you've got at least enough technique to make that hit. So that's going to be a base of 6 for the ability, plus your physique is 10, is that right? I think?
Yes.
Yes. So that's 10 there, plus 6, plus 25. And then that gets doubled. So 10 plus 6 is 16, plus 25 is 31, so 62 damage. And it is almost no, it is bloodied. Yes, very much bloodied on this one right here. It is at 282 health.
Okay, I run to him, try to climb on.
Okay. So I roll to avoid being climbed on, and I do not succeed. You do manage to climb on me.
I got 6.
You don't have to roll. When you climb on somebody, I have to try to prevent being climbed on, but I failed. So you do successfully climb on them, and your attack with the 6 will hit.
I hit 3 or executes, I guess.
Okay, so the first execute comes out.
Can I switch my... Wait a second, give me a second. Can I switch my beast form, or I can do that right now?
Yeah, you can switch it. For 1 beast charge, you can switch.
Okay, give me a second. Let me beast forms. No, I keep bear, you know.
Okay, keeping bear.
Okay,
right.
So I just hit 3 executes. 1 first execute.
Okay, the first one does hit with the 6, so let's add up the damage for that one first. So it's 5 from your punches, from your fist, 6 from the base of the ability, and then 10. So that's 21. Doubled is 42. Doubled again is, for the crit, is 84. Doubled again is 168 for the first execute. The second
And I use
execute.
the water ice as my elemental attack.
Okay, and so this one is not taking double damage from that, but it is slowed down. Awesome. And so go ahead and roll the third execute, because your second one rolled a 1. And you got a crit when you didn't even need it. That's always fun. And so this one is dead, and you still have enough for one more attack on this one or this one.
Okay, I run to this one, try to climb on again.
Okay.
Can we roll for it?
Yeah, I will roll to see if you succeed. You do not succeed on your first attempt to climb.
Oh no.
Um,
I had 7 stamina, so I have 5 left. Okay, I try again.
So let's see. So you attacked 4 times, or not 4 times. You attacked 3
Yeah, 3
times
times,
plus
3
the
times.
yeah 3 times. So that's 3 stamina spent. 1 to climb up for 4 stamina, and so you should have that remaining stamina. So you're gonna climb again. Attempt. You barely succeed on that one, I think. And so you do climb up to the nape of the neck, and you got your final attack.
I try to hit him with execute and my ice elemental again.
Okay. So this one actually is not bloodied yet.
Not execute, overwhelm, I meant.
Okay. And so, which attack were you using?
I got 5. Overwhelm and ice elemental,
Okay.
you know.
Unfortunately, its combination of dodge plus armor does avoid the overwhelm. That said, you did roll a 5. Did you want to careful or deadly aim that to turn that into a crit? Oh wait,
Yes,
no.
I
I'm sorry. You did hit with overwhelm because you're on its nape. I forgot that. You did climb up on it. So let me add some height to your character, so it will show you above the creature. All right, yes. So sorry, that overwhelm crit does hit.
Okay, so I don't need to waste 1 stamina that I have left.
Yep. All right, so that's good.
Okay,
And so,
that's great.
let's do that overwhelm damage. It's 15 plus 5 plus 20 times 2 times 2 is a nice even 160. All right, so that's great. And so 160 minus 1,000 is 840 health on this one. So doing God's work.
He was already damaged by the con ability twice by
Oh, that's right.
our friend.
So the cone
I think you
ability
said he had 760 damage or something like that.
it
760
was
HP left.
35 doubled and doubled, so 140.
Yeah.
So it's down to 700 health on this one. That's right. Awesome. Are you going to stay on the nape of the neck or move?
Because I say, I say.
Okay.
Is it my turn now?
Yes, also Anna's chant finishes, and she does Divine Rain of Fire. And normally that would hurt allies, but she is actually a divine sorcerer. Or at least she always converts her damage to divine. And so she does radiant damage as radiant fire falls in a pretty good radius, hitting all 3 every round.
2. Exactly.
Or 2,
because
yes, because one's
dead.
dead. Yeah, I'll remove the dead one. Sorry, I keep forgetting. Blech. Well, remember that delicious meat is still there, though. And so let me roll her attack. Okay, so it does not crit, but that's going to be a lot of damage. It's going to be... Let me go check it. So while that's going on, we can go ahead and resolve your chant. Your, not chant, your evocation.
I was not evoking. I was channeling to recover
channeling,
stuff
yes.
so that I could.
Yes, now you've
So,
recovered your resources. Yeah.
Cool. So I'm gonna start casting something.
Okay. So you begin chanting. And because you're hasted, you do chant in 1 round, by the way. Or your evocations only take 1 round.
Cool. I'm gonna be casting contain.
Okay. Alrighty. Not a bad idea in this circumstance. So,
And while I'm evoking, Steel is gonna fly up here. Can you give him elevation?
yes. Where is he at? Stuck under somebody?
Get
Okay.
here.
Because
Because he's got plus 3 fly. So he's
Alright.
gonna just fly up here and
This is the injured one, by the way.
Wow.
It's at 700. If that matters.
oh no, he's just gonna deal some damage.
Okay. And so let me figure out her Divine Rain of Fire real quick. So that's going to be... I think it's 30 plus 2 times willpower every round, but let me double check. I don't want to get it wrong.
He's mainly there for his special ability.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, to convert damage to him. That is right.
To take half of the damage to himself, which then gets halved again.
Okay.
'Cause he is resistant.
Rules of Cool. I haven't used Divine Rain of Fire in a long while, so I had to make sure I'm doing the right damage calculation, because it will hit. I believe. Because they are not facing her, they are facing the person that challenged them. And so... 2 times willpower plus 30. Okay, so that's going to be 50 damage to each, which is doubled to 100 every round. And that continues to fire. And so that was her chant. And so then she is also going to cast a spell. Give me just 1 second to resolve that damage. So minus 100. Makes it nice and even of radiant damage befalling this one and this one. So this one is now at 9. No. Minus 140 is at 860.
So does haste mean that a chant that would normally take 2 rounds to cast happens, or take 1 round to cast happens that round?
Yes. So I forgot about that actually for Anna. That's actually really important. So she does chant that from the last round. It would have happened last round, so it would have hit again this round. So they actually took another 100 for its second of its 3 hits. So this one is now exactly bloodied at 500 health. And then she goes to chant Heal Harm on you, our wonderful lizard friend. And so Anna chants that, and it heals you for 30 plus 30 is 60 health to lizard friend.
Yay.
And
I'm
that's her.
not dying.
You're not dying no more. All right, and lizard friend, you still get to go. Armor still gets to go. This one is bloodied now.
This guy, Bobby, is within range for healing divine strike to go off, right?
Yes. This is going to heal for a
I
lot.
will do that. I will do that.
Okay. And that probably will not hit with the 2. It's 10 plus 2 plus its accuracy. That said, you are on the nape of its neck, so that actually is a crit.
Well,
So,
wait a minute. If I heal at 60 points of damage, did you say that my max health points was 48?
48 plus the 45 from the drink that you drank.
Okay,
So 93.
So you can regain even temporary hit points back.
Yes, it's considered a max hit point boost, not a temporary barrier health points. If it was barrier, then no, you would not get it back.
Overall,
Okay.
you can see my little guy with a scimitar slash the neck, and it deals 80 damage, which will then turn into sparkly blood and land on you, healing you.
Yeah. For one of its 3 attacks. So you heal for how much damage was it again?
80.
80. Okay, you are fully healed. All right, and that was its action to chant, and it gets 1 free attack as part of doing that. And so you do get an extra attack.
Oh, what? Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Oh wait, no, I have careful aim.
All right,
I'm
you can.
careful aim.
Well, you can't careful aim it because you chanted to do that chant attack. And so,
Oh, you're right.
yes. Very nice
Oh, well.
move, though, for a lot of healing. All right. And so, Anna has gone. You've gone with Steel. You began chanting Capture. The chickens have not gone. And so, since this one is already bloodied, they're going to train fire on this one over here with their, what was it, 27? Yeah, because there's 9 of them. So.
2076.
God. 76. This is probably the funniest siege battle I've ever seen. Oh my god, that's a lot of crits. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So 270 damage. Or no, 27. It's 10 base doubled, so 20 times 27. So, yeah. That's a lot. Let me go ahead and add that up again real
I
quick.
have a question. Can I make a roll to see if I know if there's anything else coming?
Sure. Spoilers, there is not. Alright, so this guy right here does fall down to bloodied health. They have about 400 health remaining. So both, this one's at 500, this one's at 400, and the chickens have gone, Anna has gone, Fandango does, to recuperate the chickens, does the stamina returning dance. I forget the name of it. It's Invigorating Mamba or something. I forget the name, but that's what Fandango does on their round. And as a bard...
Can I ask him to do that to me too?
Yes, it actually...
Spiders.
He flutters down and does it a second time, wasting almost all of his stamina, and then flutters back up. All right.
I'm gonna use my... Oh, no, never mind, I'll wait.
Okay, and you do recover half your stamina back per round, as a reminder, in case you forgot.
Use up half max.
Also, guys, if you can, get behind the walls. What's about to go off, you do not want to be in.
Yep, and it'll go off next round. All right, so Skarn, you've gone. You still need to go, Lizard Friend. Babby. And you got your 3 attacks for Babby. Hello.
Oh, wait, 3 counterattacks? So, wait.
Yeah, you got 3 martial attacks or a breath weapon in 1 attack.
A question, because I just read that. What does Divine Explosion mean? PT mean?
The Divine Rain of Fire does not hurt you because she has a feature that allows her to sculpt her spells to not hurt allies.
Can I
need
execute either one of them?
One second, Babby.
Can I execute anyone?
You absolutely can. This one is at 500, and this one is at about 400.
Let's execute the one at 500.
Okay, going for the 500 one. Do you want to climb up them?
Yeah, because I can't fly as far as I know of.
Nope. Well, actually, you can. You do have your little animal companion friend that has wings that can help you fly.
Okay, I shall name him.
Everyone always forgets about that little level 1 feature.
Name him Beauty.
Okay,
It
nice.
looks like it's a winged snake.
That's fun. A winged snake. All right, so you managed to fly up to the nape. You are getting free critical hits. If you land the blow, roll that execute.
Can I use my precision? Or what it's called?
I believe you have careful aim and deadly aim at this level.
You would. And
Yeah,
so,
can I actually use the careful aim?
yep, to get advantage, you absolutely can. And Fandango says, "No, my friend, be inspired," and does a flourish dance and gives you bardic inspiration, essentially, to re-roll the attack. With a bonus to hit. And there you go. And so Fandango used their reaction to do that. And so that will connect for your first execute. And you've got 2 more potentially.
I just right in his neck. Num 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 num.
And I think we figured out it was 168 for your execute.
Six, 5, 4.
All right. The third execute will finish this one off, actually. Split.
And remember, I took like half of his HP alone and I killed another one alone, so yeah.
Yep. Yeah, the execute's brutal when it's empowered and getting a critical hit. It's an 8 times damage multiplier. So it's crazy. All right. So then there was one left. And that is it for the player round.
You guys, if you guys can get behind the walls, it will make my spell a lot safer for you guys to not be trapped for indefinite period of time.
I ran back, I guess.
Okay. And so it is the enemy's round. It looks a little terrified. It goes to grab Steel. So I'll go ahead and roll for Steel to avoid. It does. It goes to grab again. Steel fails, and it consumes and eats Steel. So we're just putting them off to the side for a second. It rushes forwards, and it goes to grab Babby. Babby, give me an avoid roll. You got to beat a 10.
Okay. Avoid is 5.
That would have gone up as well with your endurance going up. It's going to equal your endurance.
Even my don't, so it should be. So my endurance is 7, so it's now 7.
Okay. So 7 plus 3 is exactly what you need to beat it. And it goes once more to try to grab you. So roll again. It's only going to get you on a 2 or a 1. Oh, unfortunately, it does grab you. And it goes to consume you. Give me another avoid roll. It'll only be able to eat you on a 2 or a 1. You are eaten. I'm so sorry.
But I'm not dead.
Not dead yet, but you are eaten and you are in its stomach. And then it rushes forwards and does a leaping strike, trying to reach and hit Anna.
They can't swallow me. And then
You're like,
Hey, I
I
said
eat
someone
other people,
flying
not the
me
other way
around.
around.
I have a question.
Besides, I might be in the stomach, but I'm not in the stomach acid because my little creature will keep me from, going into the acid.
This is true. All right, so Anna.
Would this guy have used an inspiration charge to make it to where he didn't fail that?
No, he unfortunately used his reaction on re-rolling that one attack.
I have a plan.
Gonna eat your way out.
It's not gonna work. You're about to be frozen in time.
By the way, don't worry, Connie, who was sitting for like 2 rounds or 5, and he didn't take 1 damage, so don't worry, I guess.
Okay, so Anna is unfortunately not unconscious with that powerful strike, because she, as a sorcerer, doesn't have anything really to protect herself with, as she falls to death's door. But because these creatures are not from Maiden's Fall, and so they can lethally attack people and kill them. So after knocking her out, it picks up a boulder and throws it at Athena for its second attack with an aimed shot. With a careful aimed shot. For a crit on Athena.
Barrel roll.
Barrel roll. Alright, and then it throws its...
Also,
third attack. Huh?
Hey, this guy got hit with water. Why is he doing 4
No,
attacks?
no, I hit the other two with water.
Yeah, this is the one
Oh.
that didn't get hit, unfortunately. And so the
Yeah.
third hit comes out for a hit, and that's going to deal, let's see, what was it? 6 plus 15 plus 12. 6 plus 15 plus 12 is 33 damage to Athena. That will be
I'm so good.
halved.
Gotta make the roll, though.
Make a concentration. Okay, you're good with the 6. And then it throws another aim shot at you for a crit. So that will be 33 damage.
I'm still good.
Yep. Go ahead
Just
and roll.
barely. But I'm,
Oh, you do fail the concentration check, however.
nope. I've got something that fixes that.
All right.
It takes 1 damage though.
And
Also, he's got to make a concentration saving check.
he's not concentrating on anything, but that would be funny if he did. And so that was his 4 attacks. And I think he's Pokemon'd, probably. Or going to die very quickly with your next attacks.
Okay, I rush to him and try to get on him again.
All right.
I've got to clarify something.
Okay.
I get on, but right? Because when you hit 4, I get on before.
Yeah. You successfully get on him with your stats.
Okay, I hit execute number 1.
All right, and that will hit.
Hit. Execute number 2.
All right, and he
Hit.
is dead,
Okay,
which is good because you rolled a 1.
You know, I wanted him as a collection item, but I will use my reaction to change my evocation to heal Anna and everything in this radius.
Okay, everybody is healed probably to full. How much is your healing?
It completely heals them and revives from dead and
That's right.
reforms bodies.
Awesome. So everybody
I
is
want
fully
to make
healed. And you guys had an absolutely flawless victory.
Question. Can I roll for knowledge roll to know where they hide stuff or something like that?
Sure. It's in their prison pocket.
I know, but I
Yep.
got it.
You do know. It is up Main Street.
So... Yeah, my brother from another mother told me, so yeah.
That's great.
I loot every single one of them.
Anna says, I saw my life flash before my eyes in a single punch. That was so cool. How am I back to life? She says.
I will very weakly raise my hands and be like, that was me.
She's like, that's a very nifty spell. You'll have to teach me that sometime.
I will certainly try, but I am not sure you can learn it.
Well, there's been nothing I haven't been able to learn so far, so we'll have to see. Fandango says,
Certainly.
Oh, my wonderful establishment is completely unharmed. And it looks like you have a lot of, well, meat to deal with. But yes, solid work, everybody.
Okay, so I'm gonna get my boat back in the Pokeball, and then I'll Pokeball all the meat.
Okay. As I'm assuming...
I looked at every single one of them before, though. So what did I get? Tell me.
Yes. So from the 3 Beefeaters, you found 3 Blood Rubies, worth quite a bit each. They're worth about 4,000 credits each. And the Giants, unfortunately, the Hill Giant vegans, have nothing of import on them unless you just want a lot of meat.
So how much meat would you say all of these guys together contain?
Enough to feed a village for a full year.
I asked the Flamingo if he wants to buy all the meat from the house.
You ask who?
Would you say that's about 2,000?
Flamingo.
Oh, yes. He says, oh, we don't eat humanoid giantoid meat here, but I do appreciate the offer.
Can I roll for persuasion?
Sure. You're gonna
No,
crit.
I have a use.
Okay, you didn't crit, thank God. He said, no, I'm sure you'll put it to better use than we ever could. And all the chickens look at him and start all nodding in unison.
So, would you say this is about 2,000 pounds worth of meat?
Probably.
Okay, so I've got the food for my ranch and for my animals for a while.
Oh, yeah. For the meat-eating ones, at least.
That's all I seem to have besides cows. So
Awesome. Well, it is 3 hours and 30 minutes in, so I think this is probably a good place to end it. Anna has been, as far as we are aware, protected from the attempts on her, not so much her life, but her indentured servitude. But the interesting part is you've yet to find a person responsible for this act. They haven't shown themselves, and if they've hired other humanoids from the city, other ancestry creatures from the city, they've not shown up yet. So she's not technically out of hot water. She still has about 8 hours left for her to potentially be captured.
By the way, John.
Yes.
Can I walk over to her and be like, "How would you be? Would you be okay with spending 8 hours of your time frozen in time?"
She says, preferably not? Question mark.
And make sure you couldn't be captured for the next 8 hours.
I mean, assuming you hold on to the reality marble, that is. If you lose it, then what happens to me?
Fair enough. But I don't think they would want to fish it from the stomach of a giant snake.
You never know. These people are quite desperate to get me. I mean, they somehow managed to get 7 vegan hill giants and 3 beef eaters. We didn't even know there were that many beef eaters still alive in the Great Fate Arc Forest.
Okay, fair enough. Well then, I will have a guardian on you until the 8 hours are up. Actually, I'll have 2 guardians on her by casting Call Eternals and have them guarding her for the next 8 hours.
Okay, so you got 3 bodyguards ready to protect.
By the way, John, I'm very curious because when the battle started, you said something about you hear wings clapping and something is coming towards you. What did that mean?
There are leathery wing sounds coming towards you guys, and it has not been resolved yet. You have not looked around and found it, and it has not decided to show itself yet.
Can I roll knowledge to see if I can tell what those wings were likely to be?
Sure, anybody can. Knowledge, survival.
You
know all the
what I'm
things.
proficient with.
You telling me exactly what that thing I heard was?
Yes. It's an ebon scale wyvern, it sounds like, by the
Oh no.
by the sound of it. And it appears to be quite... It's attempting to be stealthy, I'll just put it that way. So, yeah, it rolled a pretty good stealth roll. It is now nighttime, and so you can hear it, and you've heard of these night fury-like creatures, and they tend to be particularly hard to hit when it is dark.
Are we still playing today?
No, we're going to go ahead and end it today, but this will give us a good segue, or eggway, haha, into our next session, where we try to protect Anna once more from the fiends that would find and finesse her out of her fortune. And
Okay,
so-
well, I will... Oh, wait, we gotta answer 3 questions.
Yes. So, we do our 3 questions now, and it is your favorite moment that happened during the session. It is your thing that you learned. And lastly, anything that this game helped you with in your personal life. If it was stress relief, or helped you work through something, or just was fun or social. You know, whatever it may be that it helped you with a little bit. You know, was it worth your time, basically? And so we'll start with
It helped-
Brendan.
it helped me de-stress. Thing I learned, it's very fun to block doorways with boats.
It is. We didn't even need them, but we almost did.
And then favorite part of the session has got to be nearly killing 3 hill giants in one attack.
Yeah, that was pretty beastly. I would say my favorite part is just how much mileage you got out of the group buff feature, the Exceed. That was pretty ridiculous on a group of this size.
That was amazing. It just made everything faster. It made those chickens hit so hard.
Yeah, that was my favorite part of the session was the 9 chicken artillery of Cloacas of Death. That was pretty funny. Between Fandango and you and the Bard buffs and everything else, they just got to wreck shop. And they didn't get hit. They were about to get hit, but they didn't. Because we all tanked everything. Babby tanking 3 freaking Beefeaters that are boss mobs by themselves at level 4. That was the highlight of the session for me, I would say. And so, sorry to step on your toes,
Hey, stop
Brendan.
doing my highlight.
I know, I'm sorry.
No, that was cool. I just had to pick my favorite one out of it, which is me blocking the entire area with boats and booby trapping the ground.
Yeah, and your dome preventing a whole
be honest,
round.
To be honest,
That
the booby
was
traps didn't do much, but the wall was very good. It prevented the entire round from the hitting giants.
Yep, that was great. All right, awesome,
But the
awesome.
booby traps did like 50 damage, so
All right, Babby, let's hear your
I
3
will-
question answers.
I will see you. I will chat with you Sunday, John.
Okay.
Either as part of the game or as Devil's Dicers.
Yes, it will be the other game. Devil's Dicers is kind of retired a bit since no one was able to make those. And so we're just going to be doing the session with Colin is going to be during that same time slot that we were doing Devil's Dice at.
Okay, then I have a question for you.
Yes.
So my Devil's Dice character, who I'm probably never going to use, who was also a sage, has a ridiculous amount of money that I don't know what to do with. Can I transfer it to this sage character?
I'll let you transfer half, so it's not too broken.
That's still a lot. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
That'll work. Okay,
Well-
Babby.
Getting off, and I will see you Sunday.
All right, see you Sunday, man. Appreciate you. So how you feeling, Babby?
Oh, fine. Okay. Well, that people that live in this city cannot kill other people in the city.
Yep. You can kill giants, though, and you certainly did. A lot.
So my thing was most interesting. I was gonna say taking on 3 giants pretty much by myself.
Yeah, with all those buffs on you.
Surviving the 3 giants.
That was amazing.
Then really
With literally 1 health point. We did the math.
yes.
yeah.
Hello?
We can still hear you.
Okay, you hear me? Okay.
And so that was your favorite thing. What thing did you learn?
I said that already. That you
Oh.
can't kill another citizen of the
Oh, that you can't kill
city
another
or
citizen.
what it is.
Gotcha. All right, and how
Yeah.
did the game help you in any way?
Stress relief.
Nice. Taking stuff out on digital giants is always a fun way to relieve a little stress, especially when you guys are hitting so crazy hard. Awesome. And then last but not least, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. What's my funny thing? I hit every single attack in the entire session.
Yeah, you never missed. Not even once.
And took basically 2 of the beef giants by myself, killed them in 1 turn,
Yep.
basically.
Yeah, that was wild.
Funny thing that Doflamingo said, hell no, you're not missing that much, and they said, I'm giving you the extra turn, which he hit.
Ah.
My thing that helped me with IRL is stress relief, I guess.
Okay, that's always good to hear. So definitely worth your time if you're feeling
Oh,
woosawed and de-stressed after. So awesome. Well, thank you guys so
by
much
the
for
way,
playing.
next,
Oh, what's up?
John, by the way, next session is tomorrow, right?
Yes, it's the really late one for us. It's at 12 a.m. on technically Saturday, but tomorrow's Friday for us here. And so it'd be probably a decent time for you actually, because you're several hours ahead of us.
Yes. It's like 9 a.m. for me, so it's pretty good for me because I have a little later work. So yeah.
Perfect. Well, that'll work. I'll see you then. For everybody else, thank you for watching. We really appreciate it. And you guys have a good one. Bye.
See ya.